Actually, I'm gonna tools. Actually, this is actually gonna be wider. Actually, I'm gonna make. Actually, I'm actually working on which actually means very if it actually works. Well, actually, let's haven't actually seen how. Actually, it's good actually because I need lava. Actually, no, it's fine actually. We won't actually. Which is actually, this is where I actually should have been. This is actually a ramp. Oh, actually we need, as it's actually, there's actually a vertical oh, actually, and I've actually made it, this is actually the simplest, actually we're gonna and I actually kind of, and I actually want, and you can actually fit, and this is actually, doing that actually makes it work, and we're actually going to, but me actually inventing, because I never actually, I actually had to, actually anyway, actually let's do it. Actually, this is actually giving me, wait, this, actually we probably gotta do this door is actually down one. We're actually gonna make a, oh, actually we're, actually on it actually. It is actually impossible. It's back actually. Actually, let's probably actually change this out. It's actually useful for it. Oh, actually, we're actually going to build. When you actually see it, we'll probably actually use them all. And I actually did do the way down actually. The only way to actually send this, it'll actually be faster. Actually, we might. This is actually a good amount. Actually, there's one, and I actually did get lost. They haven't actually been trying to. I actually want to. This actually, I'm gonna make you. And I actually am going. And I actually expect this to actually build, but it's actually a stair. Fire is actually a better choice. I wouldn't actually use it. It's actually a. Okay, actually, there's a few things I can test actually. I am actually really. I was actually gonna do it. It's actually included. That's actually one thing I want. Now it's actually a fork. It actually shoots it through the ground actually. I actually apply. Actually, you can actually get paid from someone actually, not actually from a shit. Yeah, so I actually, anybody actually, I'm actually working on a, that's actually a good, this might actually make it, actually, and actually you should, actually will, actually some of them will actually fall to do actually, but I actually want, it's actually really awesome. Actually, you can actually see the mobbing is actually pretty important. It's actually pretty, I actually have it pretty good. There's actually very little grass. It's actually a pretty big. Actually, you know what? I actually have, because I'm actually building stuff. Actually, you know what? This is actually getting kind of high. There. Actually, we'll do that later. Actually, you know what? The boat's actually pretty stable. It's actually kind of. They're actually in the way. Darn. People have actually downloaded. We're gonna actually put a link in that can't actually kill each other. It's actually a lot bigger than I. Actually, you know what? So we're actually gonna change this one. I actually started. It's actually at the point where. Actually, these can actually attack the skeleton. Months actually. I didn't actually blow up the world. If I actually. Actually, I'm gonna try. It will actually drown, and I've actually tried that before. I've never actually shown you need to actually do it. Pretty good actually. I like. It's actually pretty. It's actually supposed to be. I have to actually pause. Actually, you know what? NT is actually being used for something. I actually didn't actually. There's actually a few reasons. Oh, actually, actually put it. That's actually your. And actually, we're gonna. Actually, we should. Actually, let's pigs actually go through. Actually, so we're actually gonna go inside. Actually, this can actually fit, and then might actually change as it's actually. Actually, you know what? It'll probably actually take me longer. Big actually. Wow, that actually worked really well. I actually don't like killing. Actually, there's actually been arguments. I've actually been demonstrating really good actually. This is actually what I plan on doing. I'm actually gonna. Actually, you know what? Actually, let's. Actually, that I can actually reach. Actually, the clay is actually here. The clay actually to actually make this thing. Actually, so I actually have to destroy. It's actually not a mod. True, I've actually pretty much. I actually have a build I'm actually going to be using. It's actually got to go one higher. It's actually really simple. This is actually really good. Actually, really. Actually, I'll give you. There's actually quite a bit of. Actually, that you've actually created. I think it's actually going to be quite. Which is actually kind of hard to do. 30 actually. This is actually a pretty nice world. Actually, you know what? Actually, star actually. I think we should actually replace this. Actually, but I actually have this set up. Oh, actually, I think if I actually tested if it. Actually, I've never actually hit one yet. It actually works out better. actually something. Actually, give me. Actually, we can actually use it if it actually worked. And actually, it's actually slower. This is actually one of the actually made. Actually, just actually destroy it when you actually watch when you're actually playing it. You decided actually on it. Actually, I'll probably actually close this. Actually, not. Actually, well, if I actually did the challenge, I was actually going to do the 4. Actually, yes. Actually, I think I'll actually complete, and that's actually a really quick. Actually, you need to actually dig out about. You can actually do that in. Actually, I can't, and actually see what you can actually see through the. You might actually want to do this, but you actually need to. You actually need to light up. It actually doesn't run as fast. Going to actually because. Actually, I gotta. Actually, all this game actually. It's actually a pretty big desert. Actually, you know what? Because I've actually been pretty big, which actually looks as I've actually we're gonna actually stop recording actually how to actually kill. Actually, I actually learned something to actually see me take actually that scene of it actually. So I actually had to. I could actually walk right up to 15 actually, which was it. I actually experimented. Will actually do something. Actually, I think it's actually set up here. People actually. Same time actually, so I think it's actually making it look worse. Another one actually, I actually wanted actually. He actually made me one. Actually today this is actually a pretty I'm actually in the middle of blocks actually works. Actually no, I'm gonna see if it actually works. I'm actually going to think it's actually, or if it's actually better. Well, this actually works. Animal actually, 7 hours actually according. I'm actually really impressed. If you actually focus on. It's actually a pretty I'm gonna look for fun I'll actually be able to do if this actually was working, because we're actually what I consider I'm actually using that. The boat actually goes back sand actually. What you can actually do, should have actually built this low. Actually, I've actually seen it's actually rated flowers actually. Yeah, actually actually the community actually wants the grass actually. I've never actually built any. I actually talk about actually it's actually done, which I'm actually, and actually, it's actually really hard to actually, this is actually very thought about actually, is it actually, but the way, if you could actually make a 17th actually, first actually, yeah, actually, well, actually Karen's not gonna, I can actually see, and which actually wouldn't be a bad roads actually, you can actually be with me, and they'll actually take damage. Actually, there's actually a lot of this in actually. Actually, items are actually really expensive. Actually, they're actually gonna be in the way. Oh, actually, can they actually see me through the project actually? That's actually pretty hard to do this actually, is I'm going signs. Actually, I'm gonna replace, I guess it's actually not a problem. Actually, it's not actually gonna go here, because you can actually jump out of here. These actually you can actually hit my base if they actually have, it's actually really dark. Actually, I'm gonna, oh, actually, there's actually stuff in here. Still here. Actually, let's go. Stuff actually working. Check. It's actually stuff actually working. But I was actually starting to get. You can actually place. There's actually 3. Oh, actually, you know what I wanted? That's what the pistol. There's actually. They can actually spawn in. It's actually 1. Yeah, I'm actually amazed. Actually, I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? Flowers actually closed actually. Well, actually. He's actually getting friendlier. Yeah, actually we'll have time to. Actually, I don't really. I actually gained 5, but I actually have. It's actually really cool. Actually, we'll actually do many. I actually tested until I actually have it built. There's actually a few other tricks. I actually plan on it was actually like that. What I'm actually intending on, then I'll actually be able to see. But I actually have. We might actually start building. But I'm actually. And actually I brought some kids actually staying in. Going to actually be snow blocks. Actually I'll probably put until I actually get these work trees actually. And they actually showed how to actually that was pretty fun actually. So it's actually not going through. You know, I actually maybe actually you know so it actually worked out. There's actually no benefit. Actually maybe you guys actually have to walk actually. I'm actually gonna change. The game's actually a sequel. I've actually played both of them.
Pets, actually.
Also, I actually did. Later is actually kind of smaller. This is actually going up 20. You can actually make those go fast. Actually, the rate. Actually, that's one way. It was actually a place I've been. We're actually wild and will actually be able. And actually, a lot of that's actually my one of them would actually be a less dash. Actually, I'm at actually. Actually, you people actually become app and actually put it in, and it actually pressed and actually building it. Wheat would actually have 8 out of actually. I'm pretty sure when it actually grows, and I've actually only spent out. It's actually a fraud. It's actually something I've actually recorded. And it's actually gonna be it actually turns out. So here's are actually gonna be spawning on our top actually. Stream actually I should mention with that actually what I'll do a way of actually even see it actually work while they're actually spawning it. This is actually maybe bad actually, but it right. Actually I was actually surprised there. Actually but actually this rate some actually really close to this. I've actually got it's actually too dark. I can't. Okay, actually I don't have. Oh, actually it was actually really easy to. Actually, I should actually do it already. Actually, I should. Weird. I actually feel very. We actually got something. You can actually, because we're actually our heads and it's actually been big map. Actually, I thought. Actually, where's my? It's actually very close to me. You can actually flush. So you actually have to be by fights. Actually, really good. Actually, you can actually move. Yeah, actually, what I heard, and it's actually the one that made me. There's actually this out. Actually, it actually looks like we can. I actually got creepered. Actually, world, I actually get to keep the, and I'm actually use that actually sing area actually. I'm actually getting really. We can actually see who is actually. I would actually use a map. It actually looks like it's actually the lava level. I'm actually kind of thinking on the side actually. Light is actually preventing. Actually, not the range actually. Actually, I'll leave. Actually, what I should. Actually, I'm actually surprised I never door actually. I'm actually a little. Well, actually, they probably still will. Yeah, I can actually light up. I actually, in time, actually, that they're actually spawning. Actually, I could actually light up through the. That's actually pretty clever. These actually. I'm actually gonna take out this. I can actually go to lava. Actually. Actually, it looks. Actually, I should. Actually, I'm gonna. Oh, I actually hurt that guy. So actually, in my cave, we're actually doing pretty good. Actually, yeah, this is actually my first down there. Actually. Already actually probably worked actually perfect actually. I got knocked better actually over actually. We're about people actually actually what I'm actually most actually I should you can actually walk across die actually will actually and actually what that actually what will now actually not bad actually down here actually. Actually, I wanted to made it actually, but I didn't. There's actually not very many chunk actually, right? You can actually figure it out. And actually, the wheat funny, I actually recognize it fast. Actually, that's pretty quick. I hear actually tunnels actually. It'd be probably be, and I actually need it for. It actually took. I wanted to try those. Actually, I'm tins actually. What I'm actually gonna do is this. Actually, it's actually just one. It's what actually gets fired and actually wasn't doing damage. So you can actually lower this once you actually do it. And never actually played that game. This maze actually goes. Method is actually working now. Actually, they'll actually climb. Game is actually starting to slow down. It's actually above. We're actually able to. It's actually in an This is actually what I think. Oh, actually, is actually fun for me is to actually from here actually. Instance. Actually, that guy. It's actually been a long time. Actually, let's see, because we actually need some. Actually, well, actually, I got ladders. Actually, that could actually be dangerous. Seeing me actually. Actually, I should be saying. I am actually running a little. I actually want to try. Oh, you're actually helping. Yeah, actually, it just occurred to be funny actually, because many people actually did like them. I've actually that actually. Much worse actually. And I've actually never looked down. That will actually be very nice. Oh, that's actually really nice. I think it's actually grass. You can actually win the game. How you actually pretty good actually. You actually have to beat when they're actually all in order. I'm actually a little bit shocked.
It actually takes thing actually. The fact that she keeps shooting me. I was actually outside.
Cannon actually on the bridge.
This one was actually to destroy your. You may have gotten. I actually never.
Actually, I have the. Well, actually, maybe no. Actually, you know what? Actually, I just come out actually. This is actually pretty cool. We're gonna actually build it. A good thing actually because one of the guys actually made instead of actually going inside. Actually, actually knows. We can actually sleep. What you can actually do. Actually, they sound quiet actually. Actually, I'm gonna need to actually find them. It's actually kind of fun if that actually does anything. Or is actually used. Not bad actually because it was actually parts actually because if it actually works. That one actually. Actually, before design, actually, it's more like it's just time actually using it, and that's actually kind of closely good actually. Is I actually do have a link that actually happens. They can actually go. These are actually pretty good. Actually pretty like to actually clear the room. Actually, yeah, those would actually be. So let's. People actually recommend what I actually can actually. Actually, what I want to do. I actually got an torches actually. Yeah, actually, I was actually surprised when. Actually, I don't know if I want. There's actually 8. Yeah, actually, I'm actually on a server.
Do this actually.
Could actually would be better. Actually, don't actually. That's not actually the case. And potions actually not 8 like. They're actually in that. Actually, I will actually. Actually, I'm not here actually. Oh, actually, slimes actually do spawn and probably actually have to hold. Could actually probably go up. That will actually work. Will actually work. No. I actually right now actually. I'm actually tooting if I actually use the tree. Might actually change this. This is actually really bad. Mines actually. If I can actually do it. Actually. Then you can actually deal with the mob. There actually. I actually have too much pick actually. Which is odd first actually. What lighting then will actually block up. Actually we can actually check the light. What's actually caught. You have to actually be. Actually before you can actually make a wick. Actually they can going to actually set up a few. If there's actually any reason to track, actually, I can't remember. Man was actually still. That is actually really. I'm actually really disappointed. We'll actually be able to actually have a. Gonna actually remove these because it's actually a one state. We actually use the. It will actually launch us. It'll actually get done. That actually worked, but I actually really like it. There is actually a poem in the world actually. I actually just. There was actually a surprising number. It'll actually that they actually survive. Actually, a little bit. We actually have to go to the north. It's actually pretty fun. You guys are actually pretty good shots.
Actually, there was our spider. Actually, cave spiders aren't.
Stuff actually looks. Crack is actually gone. But when we actually do fight we will actually be very useful.
Yeah.
Actually, when I
Out here, actually, that's a nice. Actually,
it's actually faster. Maybe twice actually. Get off actually. Been here actually. Actually, I'm gonna. Actually, you know what Actually, you know.
Oh man.
I actually.
Actually, you know all of this. Actually, to be honest, to it. Actually, Actually, let's head. So it's actually gonna be pretty. Actually, I got a drive. Actually, a 2 terabyte. They're actually taking a lot of. Or not. I actually almost. That's actually a pretty common. I've actually been only way to actually open the stream. Actually, now that I think, maybe we might be able to here actually. Here actually, it's surprised. Spiders are actually coming through the wall. I think it's actually going to be. This is actually pretty complicated when we actually build it. It's actually been built. I've actually one that actually works. And
Actually, I want to.
I actually did get a
Cheers. Actually, you guys. I wouldn't
get it actually working. Bug actually that the
Out here actually, underneath the
4 of them actually.
song actually that I actually boxes actually work. They're actually linked with you. Actually, few people actually see it. Camera actually here to actually it actually takes me. I do actually use MC. Oh, actually, you don't actually move.
It's actually kind of calm out here.
Secret.
Actually, I should watch.
I think you'd actually set it up.
Score actually. So I actually don't see to actually place. Actually, they can actually tell. Oh, you actually did!
At a time, actually together.
We do actually have to cooperate. There actually is one.
Isn't it? Don't you think that's for like the Red Wolves? It's my block.
Actually, I got 3 teams.
I haven't actually tried to come out. Actually, you know what?
Then.
Actually, nah.
This is actually pauses. We actually caught.
Yeah,
That should be
totally.
good. Really?
Actually,
White
we
House?
succeed, Indians. I should be recording this. Actually, I'm going to now.
I actually am. I learned. Actually, it would be. They're not actually. They're not actually there. They're not actually gonna get hit. Do you have a? Actually, I think I have a.
Might actually hit him.
You know what? I actually have a way. I've actually done it now. I actually got quite a bit up actually, and I'm actually gonna do it now. Actually, I actually applied. There's actually a third one actually, where we actually fight the mob. Actually, there's good food if we were actually playing this. Actually, where's? Actually, now that hit. Actually, there's. Actually, we're only. I don't know if I'll actually can't actually get over there. Actually, may. Actually, you can actually time if I actually
To actually try and go for that.
actually I had can actually make actually we might actually have some actually that pork chops actually here and actually see the wood actually isn't on a bit actually. Oh, actually hopefully he actually looks for it and is actually I don't know what I'll actually do is button actually I can actually move the but I actually want the delay. I'm actually gonna make an enemy. Actually, I said I have to actually figure it out because there's actually no. I was actually considering. I actually that's well actually maybe I could. You could actually do lava, but actually I want. Actually, you know this is actually looking pretty good. Actually, that's not that actually blows up. We actually need to mine out. System's actually working a lot. It can actually be
To believe, actually. Oh, there's. This is probably actually bad there. I just gave you.
I'm actually. Oh, we actually have food.
and actually here too. He's actually doing older. I can actually appreciate. You know what I actually want to do is. Actually, you know what things actually came about. I actually we can actually buy. Actually, I'm gonna.
Creeper, actually. Part of this cave, actually, man. Because it actually sounds like the song. Like you're actually the guy singing it.
So I'm actually gonna take that. There's actually these are actually upside down to do this. Actually, you know what? We'll
Use that, actually. I could use that.
That's actually what you say. Actually removed.
That actually belonged to me. I see it, actually. It's on the left.
It's actually kind of what I did. Actually, in this day, it's actually. So I've actually had that silver. Five's actually kind of. Actually, someone actually. This is actually. Did you actually lose it? Oh, this is actually good. Actually, maybe
I was actually in my sheep farm. I've never actually done. It's true, actually.
Yep, through this. Actually, there's another one shooter actually. Apply actually. So I might actually really need a lot. Actually, you know, shovel actually. This is actually an important. Actually, let's you can actually shift click. Now we can actually stack. Actually, you know. Actually, actually, you know. Actually, I don't. Actually, and actually, it's can actually make their way. It takes a long time.
I can
Actually, I need a.
We might actually need it for dot.
Oh, actually.
There's anything actually up there. Did not, actually.
But it's actually.
Once is actually it's brick.
Had I actually jumped that, I would.
If that actually happened to me. Do you actually know what triggers?
Go down actually. I actually did start. This is actually in practice. I would actually love.
Hey, do you actually? Yeah, you saved my.
I would actually. I'm actually really. That's actually a good sword though. A good actually with ice actually. This is actually for him. Sword's actually better than the dime. He's actually around. The thing I actually need. MC's actually around. I think he's really bad. Actually, I'll show actually. This is actually not the best spot. Oh wait. Actually, they're actually outside. It's actually one time it actually came out. Did I actually release? Actually, I hope that actually works when there's actually some light. Did it actually? Anytime I actually there's actually anything important actually. Now they can actually hit you. Swords actually gonna bricks don't actually work on mob. Actually, you know, easier actually. Oh, actually, I'll just use Ender. Actually, I'm just noticed actually from Judd. You can actually see them fall. So we're actually supposed to use though. Actually, I actually Bone actually responded. Somebody actually posted where. Actually, no.
Well, I didn't actually go down into it.
Oh, actually, maybe we can't, so we can actually see. Problem actually. Actually, you know what? They'll actually pick up that.
Pretty well, actually. Except you're poisoned.
Pretty good, actually.
Just that's actually a really good idea, I think.
I actually. You're actually going in the room. I need that actually.
Oh, there it is.
Actually, we can't even. I don't actually. I'm not actually sure if something. Actually, let's just get. Actually.
I actually have. They actually.
As you were actually paid as.
I actually do think it's actually a wool. I'm actually a little scared, but he actually used them in clue. But actually, I think the fence is bit. Actually, I need armor too.
Actually, I have a.
I've actually really. Oh, he actually did get me. Actually, you know what? And I was actually getting some. And you actually have to look at the game. Actually. Actually, you know what? Actually, you know what? Even actually, might only be. Actually, no, they're actually the same speed. You can actually make tracks. Actually, actually gonna head back there. Actually, I think actually sped up from. Actually, yeah, these things actually work out really neat. Actually, oh yeah, they actually set something up. He's actually using them. Actually, you know what? This is actually where I get all weren't actually being used. You can actually fix one. Deal. Actually, are they actually getting through? They're not actually getting through the block. I think it's actually worse that they're actually silverfish. It actually might work. And I'll actually winter now. Actually. We actually have to be very have to actually do some actually we can walk actually might actually be possible. I didn't actually want to throw away that. Actually yeah. Actually no, not it would actually be we should actually and actually build it. Going to actually start the map doesn't actually generate terrain instead of actually generating. You know what? I actually really don't like it's actually a number. I won't actually be able to play. We will actually start.
That's actually pretty good. Canadian actually, so cave actually earlier where actually the whole wall. That's I don't actually know if you can get that. I actually do agree, but I don't actually do the wrong. Beef actually only gives me one.
Actually, let's when you're actually making the better actually to have a red. Actually, we should actually maybe mark that. I'm actually hearing the gate aren't actually going to be able to go through the pool. Actually, I kind of know what? Actually, I don't like the stone. Weird, actually, from above. Very nicely, actually. But actually, let's. They'll actually follow. Actually, I probably. I've actually. This has actually caught my. I think I actually did vanilla. Actually, what I really like. And there's actually something I can actually put a block. It's gonna actually be windows that we can actually see through with these. Actually, they didn't actually do anything. And go actually, cause or actually, let's go around. They don't actually get hit. That was actually pretty terrifying. Plus, actually, we got several suits, but it's actually jungle woods. So let's actually. He would actually have to leave the portal. Might not actually go through the portal. We can actually get some villagers. Actually, we need. Actually, before. Actually, which is actually pretty. I actually got. Well, actually, we gotta make that. I've actually thought about. There's actually nothing below. Actually, we gotta. Can you actually click read them? Actually, that brings up. This is actually more of the story. How people actually watch. Since it's actually become one of my favorite. I actually had a. This actually might even be what they actually have. Actually, we may actually have to go up. If they're actually here, guys, there's actually a deal right now. What we need actually is this flint here. I think. Actually, you know what? Build me actually. Give us. Actually, but actually, so you can actually see the number. You can actually make torches. Actually, no, it will actually kill you. It's probably actually what they sound like. Spiders actually give you a lot of plays. I actually figure out how long. First of all, actually, we're actually gonna try. Actually, this is actually really dangerous. That a lot actually. Yesterday, yeah, actually, people were really long time actually. Let's play actually, except there's. Yeah, this is actually where I wanted to build. I don't know why. I actually prefer the ones. Things actually below. Actually, let's do it on. Actually, we should. There's actually a few tricks I want. Actually, oh, actually maybe flops actually. So that's actually kind of hard. Actually, maybe already actually. So everything is. And actually, we have two. I actually each day actually we're going to. You can actually be good actually. Let's get. We actually can't. And actually I can't. That's actually ice down there. Would be cool actually. Maybe make it actually doesn't take had to actually eat something. That one actually takes rocks. You can actually transplant. We can actually dig up this. Well, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna drop. Actually, we should. Oh, actually, I think. Actually, I do that actually. Can actually to actually keep you ticket there actually. Actually. I actually thought we could actually do that. Well, actually, this isn't a snap of this, actually. So, 1 second. We should actually make this come out because they're actually stairs. No, I'm actually pretty happy with the bad thing. Actually, I noticed that would actually look better, too. It's actually surprising, you know. Oh, actually, that you can actually produce a lot and can actually get converted. I actually don't have a lot of pearls. Actually, you know what, guys? I want to... I actually thought... I'm actually a little bit... Factory's actually built. You can actually force him to be... I would actually like to build... Which is actually a really useful... Oh, actually, it's actually not really necessary. Don't. Actually, we'll probably... High, actually. You can actually make these blocks. We can actually put... And actually... I probably won't actually... Oh, actually, one that's actually... Sure, this actually connects them together. Actually, accidentally want actually... If I want... Actually, it's actually feeding pretty... Actually, snapshot actually is my... I actually have to use... I have to actually use it. What to actually choose. Then to actually make to be actually... A few changes, actually. To actually keep up with this... And actually, this didn't actually kill you. I think I can actually get out of here.
Crap, I'm actually dead.
Actually, you know, the
Engine, actually. This has actually been really interesting. You actually need... That's actually the third time. And actually, yeah, let's make a chance, actually, that this... I've actually been playing it over out now, actually. I haven't checked by that, actually. Another one, yeah, the water, actually. That... Actually, I'm going to open this. Actually, in a while, actually, I've been... It was actually making it faster, actually, to do, actually. It would actually let you actually start speeding the area, actually. So I'm not actually cutting them down. Is actually go caving. I might actually want to world, actually, around further. Actually, where... Actually, no, we don't quiet, actually. Actually, you know what? It's actually taking a lot of EP, actually, like every second. It's actually surprisingly of it, actually, like, I could actually make it look pretty. Tested, actually, if we just throw some. Actually get, so I can actually walk. I think that actually does it. They're actually pretty fun. Stuff that actually, they actually drop a lot of sneezes. It's actually pretty nice. To actually get protected, that I'm actually looking at tool. It actually tells you the person I can actually see. Like actually producing, may not be good, actually. I might have to shorten that, actually, that line. There's actually not a whole... There's actually a wood type you can't. I think I can actually have a ceiling lighting. Actually, you know what? Light, actually. We want to actually use it, though. We can actually see them when they... Is there actually obsidian here, too? Can't actually, I can't actually access if we can actually... Until you actually walk around. You can actually see... I'm actually here. You wouldn't actually spawn on it recently, actually, that this... Actually, because there's actually a specific... Well, there's actually a better option. I like it, actually. It is to actually... I don't know if this actually works. You see it actually. It's of it actually. LP, I actually don't have a lot of it actually. Chunks actually. 1, 2. You know, I actually need glowstone. You can actually light. It doesn't actually move it. It would actually angle. Actually, let's try. I haven't actually tried these. I haven't actually tried it under. If it's actually action to actually get to this day, which actually goes along with. There's actually a thread on the problem. Actually being plan on actually building one. Actually, let's get rid of this idea. Actually, we need actually hard to actually build. I think it's actually connected all. These are actually very close. These are actually like it. In order to actually give it some shape, I actually don't want. And you know what? I actually want to start it with it. Actually, it's if we're actually you when actually go over need to actually get the type. You actually have to upgrade to. I've never actually used this thing to actually function. It's actually less. We can actually make the gear. The Earth actually. Actually, I don't. Thor is actually going to go up. Well, actually, I don't have a lot of. We don't actually want to sell them. Steak actually, it'll get stuck. I'm not going to actually show that we could actually get our iron. Oh yeah, actually, but it's actually going to be about 20 probably. Actually, we can actually leave here. I haven't actually tried it. Choosing actually. Speaking of actually, it's actually about this. Actually, it's kind of cart. Actually, it probably won't. It doesn't actually work. We are actually switching to. You're actually. This is actually a game I can actually play it then. The game's actually going to do some room is actually going to be the well, actually the games are actually going to be in the why actually I'm actually really happy with it. I actually adjusted it. I actually we can actually start doing and it's actually interesting. I can't actually I did actually with the soil kind of cool actually. If we can actually start goofing our ideas actually even work. That's actually lower. So maybe you can actually just put a check card actually. Oh, actually, I could actually pick up the item. See, I'm actually using this. We're actually using it. We're actually getting. You can actually pick up the hat. Can't actually. They're not actually length that crazy actually. But it's actually very cool. Yeah, I actually got a. I don't actually have a dead face. Actually, well, actually, I'm not. We can actually do variable. Actually, just we're not actually gonna get to build X actually work. To actually get stuff from it's actually really this is actually a really interesting. I think we actually need this is actually a really nice prank. This is actually the longest I had to actually downgrade. Actually I can actually sell it. You could actually go inside. I've never actually seen his pup. It actually blew up. We're gonna actually start to build. Well, actually he does pretty actually let's we can actually see what actually hunger. Oh, that actually works out perfect. This is actually a to do actually. I should actually get rid of that. We'll actually it's to actually depart. Actually doesn't. I don't actually need to use. It was actually some kind of glitch. I'm actually going to. I could actually. I am actually really worried. But you guys. Actually, here I can actually remove it. You can actually do it actually. So you actually have a portal. It is actually. We can actually skip every. They're actually visible. Computer actually has 60. Those would actually load and render. You know what? Actually, you know what's annotations actually. So maybe I can actually read the comment today actually. actually work. Oh, it actually came up. I've actually thought of what I want. You can actually select. I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna make this one actually set up. You can't actually stack potions. Is actually do more actually. We'll actually want the water level actually. So actually, this one's actually pretty cool. Actually, I like it. So I actually have a piece I actually need. I might actually build part of it. Probably actually only gonna be sure. Actually, you know what I'd really is actually put in these guys actually. Actually, I think we can actually do something. I'm actually stuck here. Actually, you know those pipes actually, there's a really small. Actually, I like that actually. We won't know. I actually gotta go, so I actually want to cover up. But I'm actually kind of, actually, pretty good actually. Don't actually know yet. I actually put them the best actually, just because it matched the other day actually. Someone made, we might actually put in a stair. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, I actually forgot the red horses I actually chose Asian actually. It might actually just be like an wonder. Actually, let's check. Actually, you know what? Or actually, I'm gonna disable here. Actually, arms. Actually, the bats and the house. So I actually kind of like them because I actually needed strength. But I actually really enjoy. I actually liked every like. Actually, I do. Actually, you know, moment actually, I still have. I may actually be. That actually works really good for today actually. But do you actually?
This is actually a
Or they're actually getting by. I should actually put stairs where we can actually get up close. What do you guys think? Actually, that they can actually hit me first because it actually crashed. A few people actually delete their. Let's actually go take a. What I want to do actually is let's bottom actually only. I can actually totally. Actually, let's see. You actually have to power. Can do. Actually, let's just try this out. Oh, actually, I can actually just comments actually. Chest. Actually, no, he doesn't. Because actually, I don't want him. They don't actually have a use. One more thing, actually. There's. Well, if we actually do this, game's actually running. I was actually one of the main guys off with. Actually, just to start off, they're actually not that already. Actually, but you actually have it. You can't actually think it's today. Actually, I want to. Can't actually get an item there. Actually, what? It's not actually getting any sad. Actually, that I just might not actually work. Might actually. I'll tell you what. When we can actually see. Well. Actually, tree might actually burn. Tree. Actually, we would probably reels actually. Doubt this actually works on. Player is actually working. It is. Start this actually. I don't know how to start it quick actually. It doesn't actually pick up to it. Actually, I'll show you one other.
slow them down actually.
Do you have an extra power one? Or
This is actually going to be. This might actually not be. Doesn't actually do anything. But to it actually. This is. It's actually a good thing here. And actually, this is actually really close. Oh, actually, that's actually a really good suggestion. Had actually. Form actually up. It actually works really more than it actually gave us. I'm actually gonna do this to me actually. Eat or actually. Do you have to actually pay for that? Actually, what's for? Actually, there's actually people here that can. Actually, let's. This was actually kind of checked actually, and they're actually pretty. And actually, like place block. And actually, the best thing to actually place blocks here. Actually, you can actually see what I'm talking about. Ports. Actually, wait, let's. Which actually works good because, well, actually, I actually really like the better view actually. So, I actually like this. You don't actually see the mine. You're not actually using, but we're actually gonna move it. It is actually pretty hard to. Actually, no. Is actually what I idea is actually gonna work out here. It's actually a nice. They actually need to. Actually, they're actually. You can actually use them, what it's actually going to look like. And I'm actually thinking, when you're actually on this thing, for it actually drained the, let's actually just shut off. Actually, one of the is actually, well, actually, I think we got it. Let's actually make whatever it's actually going to be. It's not just, it doesn't actually take deer something, actually, which is a good to do. And actually is, I hope they're actually having trouble. Actually, it's actually a really important, actually, let's, I think you guys actually to, actually, what? Actually, it's not blocks, actually. Oh, wait, actually, we can, this is actually gonna, actually, I think I actually need, thing is actually stop the cut this, actually. Maybe I'll do with me, actually. You can actually grow them, so that, actually, that's actually really nice. I might actually use that as, oh, actually, let's actually, yeah, let's do, we don't actually, and it actually goes from, actually, I can, actually, what we roof without actually having to make it see. Actually, let's just do it quick. Actually, no. We can actually interact with. It's not actually possible. This actually gets them down. Actually, plates. Well, actually, it's not actually using bone meal. You actually have to click right. It's actually very simple.
I mean, actually, pumpkins actually.
Yeah, redstone actually for the potion.
Thing I've actually wanted to always will actually be able to see what can actually live in the world. It's actually a bit bigger. Big will actually make it. I think I'll actually have time. You can actually plant that. Actually, we're going to actually be good. Actually, those don't actually have light, and actually, it's actually pretty visible from
Here, actually.
It's two actually.
I feel like.
Up there actually.
Oh, he's actually a. Actually, I'm gonna.
see actually.
Did I actually make it up to?
Yeah, I'm actually digging I think he's actually angry at me, iron.
Actually, I got an idea. Actually,
That away, actually.
Oh,
Stop! Actually, that's.
That there's actually nothing.
below actually.
Pretty sure.
Actually.
We're the ones actually playing your map. Actually, it's good. Actually, we should sleep though. I like this actually. There's actually some. Let's actually make this there. I didn't actually waste like. If we go. Actually, let's just check something pretty easy actually. Block. Actually, we can try to here actually. Much they actually did in there. Yeah.
We were actually sitting there. Nobody's actually even on this
Village, actually, which
Yeah. Anyone else actually make?
Do some to actually fight you guys.
Someone actually killed the dragon.
Yeah, I actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Dookie actually. Dragon actually got killed. I don't think.
Here we
Oh,
should go
yeah,
get
there's
actually. Who's the center actually?
Yeah, Kurt.
Oh,
Alright.
actually, here comes.
Actually,
Now, it's actually very important that it's actually the game one.
From that actually. Yeah, it's actually we should. Actually, I think it's really good. Actually, look how green it.
Tank is actually included. Did he actually build?
Actually, yeah.
If I can actually launch him up the. Actually, I don't. I'm actually getting kind of. Ender's actually opened one of my takes. Well, actually, this is actually used at the moment. So I'm actually. Easier. Actually, I want to harvest. Didn't actually grow for. And actually, I want to check this. It is actually doing what I want. There's actually a really good way we can actually deact, but it's actually a long guy actually. It's actually a lot of sword actually. So it's actually that we do actually. Actually no.
On me actually.
If I did beef actually like walk through.
Oh, there's actually.
It's left.
That's
That's it.
helmet.
It's actually what I did. I can actually mine cops, and then I actually see.
And me actually it was a cave actually. Now it's actually really hard to take. This one actually looks pretty. Actually, let's. And these actually are Zenith. Actually, I think you can't actually. I think I can actually name him. Actually, they actually die like this out. Actually, let's mark there. That actually is pretty slow. It's better actually. We should have done that risk actually. And I've actually been hungry. That's actually really quick to get.
I'll go. Actually, this might.
I actually started that series.
It was actually several weeks ago. Actually,
If
I was actually placing them back.
Yeah, so
actually, the sun's going.
You
Yeah,
got,
actually.
gotta do what you gotta do. Plus, actually, I've had food sit
Actually, I might as well.
Ocean, actually.
Yeah.
forest actually.
Okay.
0 actually.
One.
Actually,
I can
that
have
would
this.
be spotted me actually. Remember, you actually encountered him. We might actually, we might actually hit a mount.
Oh, actually, it's a sheer flow. It's actually good to get away from all these actually. River and actually cut it off. So this is actually something I thought it will actually keep. Don't actually fall. Actually, it doesn't actually make.
Probably actually roll even.
Or if he's actually giving it to us, it might work actually. Actually, let's try. It's actually gonna be. I actually earn it actually to make it work. I have to actually get rid of one of these. Here is actually an upside. Or did actually kill people actually do stone actually. Actually, I didn't do it often actually. 32. Actually, let's do an enchant. People did actually. Was actually using that. It's actually an animated. Let's get to actually building. And actually, you know what? I think was actually 26 blocks. Yeah. Actually, I've never actually made it again. Actually, it's light all the way. That's actually not as easy as in here actually. I actually got armored. That's actually a big mistake. I'd be good actually. And that I actually go and just. Actually, it's this way, actually. I can actually concentrate. Actually, alright, let's actually eat one, but it's actually not bad, like, to grow, actually. What was actually happening, we're not actually going to be working, there actually isn't a lot of space. Actually, it's actually a lot too bad, actually. In the middle, actually. Actually, he's actually going to, when we actually enter beta, first of all, actually, heart will actually stop beating. Oh, he can actually... I think the hunter that he's actually going to get sick. That was actually a pretty good test up there, actually. They'll actually spawn in that one, actually, is... It's actually... Actually, I'll just... And it will actually use the kills of these, actually. You can actually see who owns... We can actually see the grass. Actually, up here, actually. It's actually pretty simple, actually. I don't actually need all that to this, actually. let's actually get to some base. Actually, you know what we'll do?
Let's say you actually got something right.
And I've actually wanted to tell you, actually, one of them is actually a mine. I want to actually have villagers below and actually sucked it up. Or
Actually, you know what? That I've never actually killed the end. Actually, I think
we can actually like encase
a while actually on this. Actually, I did actually.
Ow! I actually hit you.
It's actually called vintage beef.
Years ago now, actually, you can see people have actually been using it. This guy actually might be cool.
Sarah can actually see us from here.
Yeah, that's actually a stream highlight. No, actually, I'll put it in the link.
Satisfaction actually finish that up. Actually, what I want, there's actually a lot of things I want. I do actually really like this actually. Episode actually, it was. Oh, that actually hurt more than I thought.
Man, you actually did. You did it upstairs. I actually went upstairs.
Red one actually. A sword. Actually, I do have a sword.
Did you?
And it's actually night, so
He actually died in the hospital. Yet actually, I actually really like. We actually need to like actually finish it. This is actually happening in the game. Whoops. Actually, I wanted. This is actually a lot of fun. Let's. Actually, I want. This is actually a really goes actually straight. I don't remember actually. I don't remember, and it's actually the proper jumper actually. I didn't realize that. Further actually. Actually, you know what? First, I can actually come here now. Farm actually. I'm actually went really. There's actually. Oh, you know what? Done actually. That actually. Listen, actually, I view here. I'm actually really what he actually plans to be it actually. Doing this actually. Let's have. Actually, for a while actually, have immense actually. And actually, I recorded. That is actually kind of important. What I actually need to do is it is actually pretty close. People can actually use the
fireplace actually
Covering actually the holes in the brick.
It says actually.
He didn't actually.
Get it actually here. Chest actually at the beginning over here.
Corp actually has. That would actually make a great end.
You know what? Actually, if we could
Doing the same actually.
Zombies, actually. I can't really say.
Actually, if I could.
Is he actually?
That's actually much better.
Now.
Actually,
good idea actually. Well, wasn't actually the hardened glass. Didn't actually. I want another idea actually. Oh, they're actually kind of tough to get. Value actually is still not actually complete. That someone actually playing the. Let's actually get a minecart. For a while now actually, and it actually a few of these actually. Reason I'm actually able to.
You know what? Actually, early apple.
Actually, I should check this.
Squid actually for ink sack.
It's actually a scam. Actually, it's fish actually. Let's hit. This is actually kind of nice. If I craft actually doesn't use very. You actually. I'm actually gonna get on. It's actually pretty light in there. And actually. And that should. Looks like we actually hit one block. No, it's actually 8. Here, this is actually the stair. Still actually see them. I never actually checked. Still are actually. I haven't killed. I believe actually the room. I actually looked this. I can actually make my. I can actually make them go. I'll actually try that out in here actually. The beacon. Actually. Actually here I'm actually ready to. Actually have. I think it actually count. Actually no. Rod. Actually no. Actually, it's because leave that actually, and we're actually at the. You'll actually have something to actually do. They're actually. Let's actually head on over, and I actually start. If it actually will right now, actually, you can actually see the people have actually donated. That actually doesn't belong there. Use that actually.
Oh yeah. Actually, one.
Actually got quite. It's actually gotten quite a bit better. Actually, did I? I actually needed it. You can actually see the graph of it. Actually. It actually seems kind of that actually. This is actually my first time trying. Shack actually looks like if they're actually a real thing. I just here. Actually, let's figure out what has actually been propped up actually. And I actually usually I can actually talk again. It's actually area actually. I'm actually using. Let's go out. And I was actually gonna do that because I'm actually feeling cozy actually. I actually had many of them actually had window close. Actually, you know, this is actually the fishing room. That was actually pretty quick. This will actually probably end that actually. Well, he actually listens to me today. Actually, we'll do it right now. I've actually traveled, and they're actually really said that's actually like a Meadows die. Actually, I kind of want to see he's not actually here. Here actually is just recently actually. Actually, probably. I actually want to go up there. It's actually better than this. Too bad actually. We got broken actually, and I think it's actually pretty cool. Actually, I did rooms actually a lot gift. Actually, it too, but he actually left the chest. This is actually what hub's actually smaller than it. Show you actually. Well, no, actually the worst.
Some look. Actually, is that just
good? Actually,
yeah. If anyone actually knows that.
What'd you do?
Actually, that actually would have been a. Could actually. It's so good. Actually,
The very actually, yeah, you should.
This one's actually pretty good.
Leather. Actually, and fire is so we actually absolutely. Will I actually be able to make?
Oh, I actually made 8.
It's like
Get back to you guys after. You should actually make them legit. That's actually, yeah, that.
pause is actually okay. Pause is acid actually. You gotta.
Does actually.
Well, actually, no. You're able to.
I'm actually really I actually got a design here. It's actually very well
Here, actually.
counter actually. Okay, that actually worked out pretty. Actually, we can. It's actually this way actually. Originally, actually, I wasn't even planning. It actually looks pretty good. It's actually gonna work, and I actually have. He's actually given me a lot. I should actually get some wood and actually help me a little bit on. I'm actually.
There is actually the blowfish.
Because I is actually behind the vines.
People have actually request. This is actually a lot further than I remember. I'm actually a little amazed. Let's actually get a little. But I actually did computer. Actually, I paid 1,400. Actually, I got all the specs. Very simple. Actually, nothing too. You guys have actually saved me. That is actually pretty. And actually, let's put the chest. This is actually really messy. Actually, let's actually get rid. Let's actually test it out and then half actually, so it goes quick. So we can actually clear the last of it actually. Which is actually just so that he's going to actually have a lot of the middle actually. And actually from here actually, it was actually pretty tough. This is actually a lot tougher currently actually. Would actually be over here. Very tempted actually to take the center. I actually cracked is actually enclosed and he's gonna actually probably start. Now let's actually jump down and actually finish it. There's actually a lot of that's actually a really important thing. Is actually wrote a lot done actually, just filled actually. Let's go. And actually start building and then actually play it. I think
there's actually, if you come towards
health to actually hit these stupid.
There was actually one at the base. You have to actually have the umbrella. It's actually pretty bit actually. This is actually not gonna work. Take that actually.
Dang it!
Actually, let's just cover 2 actually while I'm at it. Andy actually, because I'm.
Actually, the bro is actually trying to get all the cheap. Actually, that might actually be an easy one. I've never actually. This is actually a really good frame that were actually added. Mold is actually just over here. I can actually think. Oh, actually, that's actually not a bad one.
Book actually, I actually don't need it. That's actually pretty good at it.
I actually now actually like
sword actually.
See that I'm actually stopping them. Items actually survived.
Series actually good. Actually, I was gonna actually build. Let's actually start walking. I was actually looking at this. Is actually a big statistic actually. And actually, I've been using them and are actually gonna land. Okay, actually, I can't jump. Amazing. Actually, it is the most 16 actually. I'm saying actually a lot today. It used to be actually, and I hope it does. Design actually, Enderman actually land and words actually, but a bit actually, till it actually pushes them out on there and actually tests things a lot actually. Actually, frequently actually, even longer actually.
Yours actually. They're behind you.
Just actually, the gas actually destroy core. I feel like I'm actually doing work.
Kept them alive actually.
Actually, you know. Actually.
Spawn actually. And there's actually 3 masons. Actually no.
Actually, this is actually my first time.
I actually we're actually almost there. That actually looks kind of cool. I think we're actually gonna. I don't think it actually saved any. 2 actually. That's kind of important. Incidents actually. I like that actually. Saplings actually.
Deaths. Actually, I think I might.
You recovered a ton of for a while actually. We're gonna do some. It's actually a little smoother until I'm actually down. It doesn't actually do anything. I actually need. Well, actually I've seen it. We may actually find get out actually. A lot actually. I actually legitimately
and actually make that.
Okay, I actually have a actually, you know what?
On it actually, where you believe I actually got one. I actually got one up there. It's actually kind of cool. Wow, we actually.
I think we're.
Yeah, actually. And actually, so I can actually do heat maps. Actually, they have mountains. I'll actually get some iron over here. Actually, out here actually. It's named actually. Let me instead of actually pushing the button. It worked actually. So it actually gets the wool. It's simple actually, but it. I was actually. I actually really like that at all actually. Now they actually work. So I had actually was maybe we should like actually. It doesn't make. Wow, that actually went. Things actually.
I don't actually remember though.
Doctor Who actually. It's actually pretty cheap. It's. I'm actually not.
To avoid actually.
Actually wanted actually. I only wanted like 2 door actually. These aren't actually important. Really weird actually. Theirs is actually a good thing. Feel it actually.
I don't know if that's actually hurting you. Is that?
We did actually. So
You were
that's
just
why I get
standing at me. I actually think I'm gonna put my
side actually. Let me check.
image. It actually does.
If we're actually gonna be
Us actually telling you what it is. Really good actually.
This is actually a cave. I'm actually not too sure how tedious actually working out all pretty surprising actually. Actually over here below actually because we're gonna here actually let's try throwing it now. We're actually pretty close because I do actually need some gold. Anything actually that made me you can actually repair, which is an example of it actually. I've never actually tried an advanced. That's actually not terrible books actually. Of that actually I'm gonna include it. I was actually that actually got used quite a bit. This was actually you could actually do that in. Done that actually is because I have put that up actually over here. I did actually. It actually looks like they're close actually between mine here. I actually have for a while actually a deal actually quite often actually. So I can actually go and look at I actually haven't
Well, actually, I just don't like
quite a bit actually. I've actually been playing it a actually probably
Two of them actually.
be able to actually make
Shouldn't actually, at least actually, do it.
actually you might not get
And there, we actually never checked the
Me too,
pickaxe.
actually.
I didn't actually haven't actually set up any that's actually gonna be helpful. Later I actually found easy swords actually. I made it in them actually because they're gonna actually. This is actually 2 for each of actually I think that's actually really cheap. These guys actually fly. I don't know if they can actually fly. Bit in actually. It's actually pretty here actually.
Well, it was actually there was more lag.
There actually was
Happy to actually like have a place to actually like even
Haven't actually. Have you?
actually not
Have you?
actually not too bad.
Is it actually broken? Well, I actually that actually makes it better. Oh, actually
that should be.
Oh, actually
right.
Actually
Let's see.
tried that actually.
Yeah.
Actually, we can actually at chest actually. There's actually not a.
So actually lied. You could use. Actually, should
You actually don't need
No,
it.
mine actually finally break. Oh, I'm gonna leave.
It actually did kill you. I got
You
one
know
actually.
what? I wonder if we.
Actually, I wasn't.
That's actually a bug that is to actually hit a fall. It was actually to actually try this out. Falling actually, so where I can actually back. You know, I actually do need chip path actually. We should actually because it's that bad actually. Beacons actually on it actually. We only have this room actually is my beacons.
Get it?
Actually, it was a block. Good ways actually away.
I think he actually likes it dark.
Oh, actually, I don't have any. There's
naturally
a
wanna
lot
buy
of
it.
play should be doing actually. Think of actually, and they're actually really. Oh, actually, it actually matched up with this. Can't actually fall down.
Stay there. Actually, something.
Actually, it's 30.
Did him actually show up on time?
But I was actually able to do that. Yeah, we actually took quite a few. This will actually grow right now. Actually, parts are actually quicker than they're actually feasible again. Guys, there's actually more than one allowed actually. People actually said they liked it a bit actually. Oh, it's actually a pretty decent thing.
So I can actually.
You should not hold anything actually.
Oh, so
Actually, one we'll do actually. We'll set up a.
I didn't actually cook them.
so your eye actually. Yeah. Actually, I got.
Actually, it's actually really simple though. Oh, actually, cool. Actually, so what? There's actually a bit to this. Those are actually rare for me now. Actually, for a long time actually, because I've been quite often actually. You can actually hear. Actually, let's. Actually, I don't actually want to die here. That they actually like the blue wall actually the way it is. Actually, how? Oh, it's actually loaded. Oh, which I'm actually really sad to actually use. Work out actually. I can actually make the gold. I actually use. We're not actually.
the gold actually.
Actually, he
Mining
might.
layer actually on top of this. As we actually updated to this.
I actually.
Build actually. It isn't expected actually.
There's actually not a lot of. Actually, let me check. Wow, it actually. Oh, actually, it's it actually wrecked the word. Oh, there's actually more than that. 4. Really nice, actually. 2. Actually, this are actually pop. Oh, actually, let me ask. These actually produce quite a bit. I thought, I thought, and that actually looks pretty good. I farm actually. Maybe we'll go. Yeah, so you put a bit actually. Actually, it's pretty upting actually. So, ooh, I actually had a diamond. Actually, had fun on that actually. Let's go into what I actually did. Actually, there's actually a sign down here. They actually push you around. Don't actually. Mine actually. Go anywhere actually. Don't actually. I was actually driving in my car there. Actually happened in this. Oh, it actually had a timer. Didn't actually set, and they're actually 10 blocks wide. Somebody actually used my design and actually without actually planning it. Favorite actually. I actually like that a lot. We can actually catch the water, like not actually. Inside. This is actually rooms over here. Should be enough actually, where it actually calculates, but it actually is. I never actually tested it. Didn't actually try it when it's actually released a little. We're not actually putting it here, and actually, yeah, with it actually. Oops. This is actually Very good, actually. This is actually a pretty big area to die, actually. I don't know if we actually need glass. I've actually been looking forward to it, actually. We just need, like, to actually do it, actually. But realized, actually, we still have 8 cups. About this, actually. Let's go ways, actually. Hurt you, actually, but it's like a giant mountain, actually. Or actually exposed. I actually don't know how to get up there, actually. Actually, one hit these look like, actually. Plank, actually. Like, that's cool, actually. I think this is that, actually. Try it out, actually. Thinking, actually, over here, actually. 2 of them, actually. Kind of cool, actually. I like that. It actually made me chop down here, actually. If you can actually get, like, the rain actually did put the... Actually, I think it's actually working. For it to actually work, I can actually make it look like quick, actually, then. Junk. Actually, and I'd like to actually... So this is actually pretty cool. We're not actually going to move them. Short, actually. I think the elephant's a lot done, actually, but we're not actually going to make it. The trees are actually pretty flat. People actually like 7. Well, actually, I'll have to... Oh, actually, I got... They are actually pretty valuable. I don't actually lose health.
And they're actually on the same team with him?
Oh, yeah, actually.
So this is actually pretty good. We have this way, actually. That is actually where we're going to set. To actually launch a boat. Oh, we actually hit the water. That's actually kind of bad. I don't know if we'll actually keep it. I believe that actually worked. Right, with it actually set up right. Curious, actually, how far does it actually take us? Do this, actually. Actually, before... Actually, you know what? Demons, actually. I haven't done that. Well, actually, you know what? I actually don't like this, actually. Good, actually. They're not actually fences.
Oh, actually 11. Sweet, actually.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go somewhere seen, actually, or never know. Wait, actually. Actually, let's do. Actually, I don't want one in them. You can actually see. There's actually one more step to this. You don't actually need. Over has actually been working pretty. This is actually like one of the worst binders. Actually, I didn't think we were in there. Actually, I think Slimes would here and actually start recording. If he actually used it, he's actually. Got it. I actually found a sub. They don't actually drop it. I'm actually out of ammo, maybe. And this is actually about to break. Mobs are actually dropping diamond. It's actually giving back. We might actually get it. I don't know if I actually killed them there, but not actually on the souls. This was actually a situation. Actually, we got lots of. That's actually quite a bit tougher. Actually, isn't actually connected. I've never actually. And it's actually really hard. This actually is to do actually. End off actually. They are actually. Slabnit actually, the Slabnit a little bit. You can't actually sleep in any of these actually, I like them all. This is actually pretty cool. There's actually monsters in this, a lot more actually. We'll put it in the, we don't actually need this, if you can actually break these. This actually looks pretty, let's actually fire it up. Barn actually. With it actually, yeah, quite a bit actually. They're not actually down there, they're together actually. And I actually forgot, it's actually pretty challenging. Doing actually is a terrain actually. See, actually, I didn't do a good job in the right spot, actually. I don't actually want to actually call... That is actually pretty cool. We are actually going to do some... Well, actually, we will need... It's actually pretty... You can actually burn them. Animals, actually, because... I saw it, actually. I always turn food here, actually, before we go. It was, actually, and we're going to do, actually... It's actually a small room at the moment, actually. Weren't actually there. I'm going to try... I actually do want to try to get sand, actually. I should be careful. Or it's actually almost complete. Here, actually, I'll just set it to... Actually, let's see. I think I actually need an item slot, actually. Built this, actually. This is where I actually got the sculptor. You actually do less damage. Oh, I actually wanted to try. It's actually, I find it way can't even actually. I don't think I can. We actually didn't get much. Okay. Actually, you know what? A little bit, actually. Maybe, is he actually gone? Or to actually. This is actually kind of risky. I think we actually have some. I'm actually gaining. Health is actually increasing right now. Big difference, actually. That is actually. This is actually, which actually now that a lot actually. Oh, I like them actually. This is the actually the we actually need because I actually do want to. I'm actually surprised a bit actually, a week actually because I got we can actually make out now actually, a while actually. But actually, we're actually gonna do it. Actually, spot actually. Should we actually have a? This thing's actually really cool to watch here. I actually don't make. But I've actually ran. There's actually grass showing. Very big, actually. There's actually the risk of getting a problem. I should maybe, so actually this height is actually their way, actually. So this on it, actually. And I might, if we're actually going to put tunnel, there's actually a fan. Is each actually trying to go, is him, actually. I guess I had, if we're actually going to get, oh, actually, we can actually do with this. That actually looks like a pretty fun, they're not actually. Where he actually was. Too bad, actually. You don't actually put the items in. We don't actually have to supply it. Throw them, actually. You actually can't throw them. I actually got pretty far actually. That's not actually, you know, if it's actually working right. It like actually does this is actually a pretty good setup. Pretty good actually. I have a green actually looks pretty decent to do actually. You don't actually go I think that actually looks pretty cool. It'll actually be really easy actually. Actually now I actually find development actually starts then those actually. But our green bar goes actually because I haven't actually seen wait, we actually have to find it can actually. We can actually you may actually want to I think it's actually bend with these actually and you can actually eat the food stuff actually. Or if it's two actually. This is actually any good. We actually used the whole I've never actually been in that actually looks pretty bad now. Zombies actually kind of they don't actually go after I never actually measured what we need actually. This should actually be pretty easy it is actually. Time that actually is though actually quite a bit actually I bet you a lot of the time actually passes that's about it actually that you will actually get the armor hey it actually looks like a cell oh this actually handles there actually I didn't actually want that there there's actually a decent amount here actually it got 30 it's only actually like 2 inches so I'm actually narrow it actually does stuff but there's actually a case I've actually used it many times I actually got a couple I think it's actually a lot of you actually figured it out oh it's actually when I'm actually down. We can actually name them, but not actually dying. We can't actually pick it up. Cannot actually see lick. Cool, actually. We good, actually. Do it, actually. There, actually. Actually, let's move there. We're actually getting a decent thing. Is actually working out really. Is actually not. And I actually don't have any. Actually, we're both. We should actually turn this. Ever actually use this thing? To actually use this thing. So that's actually lowering there. I actually want to talk to you guys. It'd be fun, actually. This is actually, there was more, and this guy's actually pretty quick, because it's actually like 3 questions. You might actually see it happen. These off, actually. Let's go up to never actually, when we're actually using it. We can actually use the portal where they actually got in. Be the end, actually. Oh no, but it actually looks pretty cool. They were actually attack fruit, actually. I know we can actually rely, so I can actually use it. It's actually really cool.
It's actually, but I actually use it for build. They will actually detonate. Blast actually knocks the, actually, but... Actually, you know what? Maybe
it is actually. I should actually look up Patterson's now, actually, because my water here actually, you could actually do some. We actually got. It wasn't actually there. It was just pretty cold, actually. How cold does it actually get during this? We can actually have a building. We can actually collect it. Although that's actually probably on it. It actually counts as a block, which it actually is, because it's holding it actually. Oh, actually, that's flooring actually. Did I bring... This is actually where I think I didn't actually record what I'm... Screenshot actually of him getting that actually translator there actually. He might actually... Pick guys are actually spawning out, which is actually good. That we have to actually build the thing. We should actually build the farm. Start actually do that actually because I didn't actually do it. They weren't actually pregnant this. I didn't actually breed them. Did actually. 2 of them actually. I was surprised. There's actually 4 more out. Actually, check that it actually works this time. Cheers. Actually, you know what I got? It was actually in the. It's not actually the spindle. You actually get quite a bit from it. It's gonna actually work. It's actually going pretty good. This is actually. Oh, we can actually have a lot of fun that I actually just need to water. Actually, I think we need. You can actually see what. You can actually watch it. You have to actually make. Actually, this is. I've never actually used it to. Hey, it's actually starting to work. It did actually take longer than mine too. Actually. This is actually sort of a troll on we're actually going to go with an anvil actually. Let's see. It's what it actually looks like in stone actually, and I would not be... That actually looks like... Stone. Actually, no, I can... This is actually fish. Farm is actually getting about it actually. Oh, actually, wait. Now I actually need their drop. And they're actually trapped. We don't know if I'd actually use it though. That's about it actually. I'm actually pretty happy with try that actually. Not gonna actually start. So it's actually going real smoothly actually, and it's a lot of... I'm gonna actually build houses, and he actually... Starting to actually build a house. My place actually. Or is there actually potatoes? There's not actually potatoes. Oh, actually we. Actually, because it's actually pretty to make actually. Long time actually. Or actually no, we can't mix. I've never actually gone this time. It actually looks like I actually got lost in trouble actually. Like I can walk around actually. I actually will actually try to like they'll actually chase that deer. We actually got like they actually often actually signs actually. Not sure I actually like them too much better, actually. And actually, I'm gonna be. It's not actually to go actually. That way we can actually see when our pretty good actually. We're not actually gonna be able to this actually. Not right here actually. Sure, I actually looked at them, so I'm actually happy to fight this actually. I'm gonna actually use this thing. Actually, I'm actually wondering why they actually work out. Actually, it's done. Actually, you can actually harvest to this. Actually, it does actually look pretty cool. And actually play efficiently. Paper. Actually, let's see what else server. Actually, I gotta. When it actually is. This isn't actually here. So I actually had a lot right here. Actually, block that. Actually, pretty good. Actually. I can actually find. It actually turns out I can actually get rid of a horse. Actually, I can't actually finish it. Can't actually get. He is actually pretty. Oh wow! I actually got one out this way. Actually, guy will actually. He will actually. That is actually really good. I actually need it. Not bad actually. That's a good trick. Actually, my internet actually got turned off. Somebody that actually knew what they were doing. It's actually right there. Actually, bones actually. I think they actually were eating, and we actually have some. Who's gonna actually make some actually planted stuff? Help me out, actually. I didn't. Them is actually smart, and we'll. Actually, you know, let's take a quick front. Actually, if I break them, it actually pulls it from the thing. Oh, actually, it does not actually connect to that wrong. Actually, from here, actually, this is actually a project. Actually. I do actually really like these lights. I don't actually know how. We don't actually have. There's actually essential months actually. I brought up today. Actually, we will these guys actually from that actually. So you actually have to go advance. Actually, it is actually dust. I think it's actually okay. Actually, I am getting. How do we actually get saplings? Actually, did it actually want me to do it? I think it actually eroded. I think we actually would use it pretty good actually. A bit quicker actually. Actually inland actually, so that's only like, and it's actually I actually did find here actually let's, which actually is probably going to be things actually. It's supposed to be here. Actually, let me eat some of this. One of those actually like that. Actually, this thing actually takes skin already actually. Guessed actually. Right here actually I'm going to drop some zombies actually trapped in that little dirts actually, because this has a no. Actually, I'm going to pause. We're actually not too that actually looked already actually. I saw
it's actually that's actually cool.
It's not bad. I don't actually know the air. I actually hitting me actually. One might actually take a while. It's actually a lot. It's actually expensive actually. So that is actually kind of a big deal. There's actually a lot of drops in here. Rotten actually. Good actually. Actually that's out. Actually I have a really good idea actually. Really bad actually. I don't think it's actually putting out any heat. That's actually pretty expert. That's actually a really useful item. Oh, there's actually a lot of sap. You can't actually make tools. It's not actually there. You can actually see it out of this actually. Like I actually spent actually that we're able to actually get it up where I'm actually trying to for an hour actually. It was actually pretty good. We can actually name him. Part of you actually said build it. These were actually really kind of fun actually. We actually need some water here. We actually do have to go. And he actually destroyed the bit here actually. Wow, you actually, too bad actually. I never actually tried it. How to actually prank them? An anvil actually. It would actually kill me though.
Egg is actually giving me an.
This might actually be a pretty good there actually. Now that I never actually double checked down actually. They are actually seeing me through the. You can actually silk touch. First time actually using it properly with this actually. We might actually find the. They actually are. Actually, most of that right away actually. Let's head over a bit better actually. To home actually. That's our mobs down here actually. Pretty good actually. This is what there. Actually, that was actually pretty weak actually, but you can he's not actually there. He's up here. Skeleton actually got him. We're gonna actually leave it here. I believe they actually actually expanding. I did actually try to put in thieves. Actually, I'm gonna do ones actually. Oh, I actually did catch. Oh, actually, I form actually. So I can actually see the mob changed. Actually, I could use them actually. I die actually. Oh no. I should actually try to dodge it left actually. Inside actually. I think there actually is. Right? Get worse actually. I'm not sure. It's actually really fun. It's actually pretty fun. There's actually quite a bit here. These are actually supposed to be. I think it's actually really simple. So to actually connect that actually. Pretty good actually. It actually looks like there's a lot. Actually broke a bit of it actually. Down here actually. Cut to it actually. We did the here. Actor actually. So I never actually took a computer sugarcane actually. Does this think it actually does? Okay, try it actually. Oh, that's actually pretty easy. That is actually really easy. It is actually. I'm pretty hot. Tried to actually do this. I don't know if you actually get seeds. It's pretty far actually, but that's actually what happened. Almost there actually. Just about. We might actually have some trouble. We can actually smelt them. And actually, we again. Actually, if I die again on 2, I actually Some of that actually. So it does actually give you triple cure actually. The book needed actually. Faults. Actually, we gotta make this timer. It actually seems to work pretty playing actually. Iron. Actually, that's kind of what I would expect actually. I think I actually like the chestnut. Do actually is. Actually, how does we're gonna actually want to build it when it actually is used and them. Actually, let's just bone meal them. Cool, it actually shows you do actually just to get it or actually how it's actually able to select for actually. This road actually away. Actually, this
you actually did me a little.
That's why why I came.
You know what? Actually, we should probably be careful.
Could actually be lowered.
Actually, I can actually farm them. You can actually get the boat back time. Actually, let me. Actually, I don't. It is actually fatter now. Is there actually a reason? Actually, you know, this actually works. Pains actually. I think they might look. And this actually works. It'll just if I actually make the jump or if I actually break the boat. Oh, actually, it is actually going down. So it is actually going down. And it actually worked. Stuff actually. You will actually hit the T and hit this actually. Use this actually. So this boat can actually play it. That result actually. Okay. I actually started. I'm gonna actually have a while ago actually. Wow. Actually, it actually works. And it's actually taking time. Craft actually just waits. See. Actually, let's look at this one. Oh, is he actually? Oh, he is a third. Or actually. No, we don't. Yeah, we're actually. So we're actually pretty close. Well, actually, no, because I think that's actually it. There's actually some redstone. Actually, you know, cool, actually. But I'm actually seriously doing actually. Actually, right now, actually. There's actually two of. That's not actually doing that much damage. We can actually make some lacking actually. Make those actually. Here, actually, let's do this. I think that actually happens in rest. Where we actually get our fillings actually. Try that actually. We'll grow if that's actually possible. But we'll actually use it has to actually be a tool. We could actually get a drone to do it. Actually looks like it's easy. I don't actually ever get weekends actually. That's terrible actually. Actually doable actually. Two things actually. One not that bad actually. Just had we can actually make. We're gonna actually go with though that many actually. So they actually will use it. Well actually, it actually start doing that's actually possible. Not actually destroy the plant. Actually, I think like they actually work now. This thing's actually kind of tricky. No, they're actually kind of stick actually. Here, actually, I'm gonna move it a little. Now it's actually gonna craft. Cool. It actually waits. There's actually quite a few mobs. And yeah, I actually brought a pick. This controller actually. Wait, there actually was a creeper raptor. Actually, I think it's that's actually making the path. They can actually damage mobs. You guys are actually pretty good. Actually, probably he is actually attacking. If we're actually gonna get withered. Actually, well, Nether Star actually doesn't have a lot. Or actually only one gun. If they're actually illegal, them's an issue actually. We actually didn't get many. Actually, that's not. But to actually make them, and I actually like the mix. These will actually be green. I actually edited the one to actually look at. Food is actually a thing in the game that out actually. He was actually surprised a bit actually. But mod actually does that. A little surprising actually. I didn't expect middle actually. Actually, oh, it actually keeps the. Actually, it doesn't actually. Speed here actually we can do it like this is not actually Enderman. So we're actually a little more now to actually get to the end. I've never actually used this. I'm able to actually go now. How to actually use this thing. This you actually eat it. I think we actually have to go this way. It's a hit actually. So it actually fights you. I think you actually hit him that time. I think it'll actually make a portal. Portal would actually form. Which we actually have. And it's actually fully automatic. It's actually I haven't actually tried this. We can actually melt iron. That was actually a lot faster. So I'm actually going to do any research. I won't actually do the research. You can actually move tile and be able to actually. I should be careful. Can't actually cast. This is actually kind of cool, I guess. Actually, there's a board. Oh, actually, it does actually sound real. They're actually people's skins. It's actually really hard. Yeah, it's actually just a carpet, and it actually displays this. I actually almost, because it's actually one of the main. Actually, so we can actually see when it's real. You can actually see the lava, which is actually crazy good, actually. That's it, actually. But I was actually really happy, and it actually seems to. Actually, there's actually quite a bit to the. Actually, on that, I actually got an item. That's actually a pretty big. Only way to actually get the books are actually pretty rare. Who's actually selling something? All right. Actually, I kind of wanted to here. Actually, there's actually water. What it actually is supposed to do, actually, because I've died. Could actually. This is actually the third fort to them actually, but that we can actually do something. That's fine actually. Camp actually. This is actually a problem. It's actually like a fish mod actually to me, and I did actually add some. I was actually doing a test net though. Actually, we probably need, but actually the main thing I think so. It's actually I think I actually destroyed. I think we'll actually get started on it actually. Let's make sure we're working. It's actually a little bit style, actually. I think it's this, actually. There's a Oh, there's actually a book to do that, actually. Well, it's actually... you might actually decide you can actually eat grass. The sheep actually stay. It actually... And this actually... Probably for sure, actually. Perfect, actually. So we actually need... That's good, actually. Pretty cool, actually. I thought we would here, actually. But to actually see them shoot up... Well, actually, you are right. The way to actually collect... And they were actually very clear. But is this actually... They will actually shear the... It's actually very up there. I actually have to go... This is actually fairly... Over it actually gives us a camera, actually. So we can actually close the door. B, actually. Let's start... We have to actually hunt spiders. This is actually fairly... And to actually see it... Actually, let's not... You actually get quite a bit of damage, actually. Strange, actually. It did actually finish. It actually goes with the... there's actually a pretty good chance blocks, actually. For it to actually be effective. There's not actually anything... I actually have to actually activate so that it actually gets used at least. Actually, no. That's actually the big hold, I think. Actually, let me try that. I never actually tried. The ore actually does work. It does actually work. Okay, that's actually really cheap to actually use this thing. Too bad, actually. No one will actually get hurt by this thing, actually. And I'm actually starting to get... We can actually make chart. I can't actually leave. Actually, there was... If it actually works. There's actually air on this planet. We can't actually build with this. We'll actually make a perimeter. Anybody actually lives here, we can actually use. Isn't too bad, actually. This we're actually getting bone meal. Actually, I think you actually have to use that. Leaves actually to make one. Like actually put a bed back. Desktop actually, so I can show it. Yeah, it was actually. Here, guys. Actually, I'm gonna. Actually, here it's actually farther. Oh, actually, actually. We can actually start building. They don't actually lay eggs. I might actually have to fire. Really cheap, actually. You don't actually pull in when you actually go there. That's actually really neat. My place actually. Still there actually. Actually, we actually have to fight. I can't actually end. Lasers actually go for some reason times actually in Minecraft. Those actually turret actually. I had to actually if that's actually gonna be. Is that actually gonna be power? If it's actually a boss battle. Oh, actually, it actually killed the creeper. There's actually penguins.
Two of them actually kill you.
I actually don't know.
People have actually already done them in directions. So.
Did that actually, so we saw the here actually. Now to actually get the village, I can actually store stuff there. We actually gotta, and then to actually activate, it's actually can't actually thing that actually matches and stuff that actually takes time up here actually. It's pretty. I have to actually ride that. That was actually really cool, wasn't it? Now he actually gets through that what they actually put in their food. Actually, let's okay. Actually. Or actually, he did it all day, actually. We're gonna... Marks, actually. I think it might have been... This is actually a great opportunity. You can actually reach like that, actually. Or just actually doing it. You can't actually do it until you to actually make this all happen. What I'm gonna actually do is put a...
Time is actually a time...
Oh, didn't actually. I got a message. It could have actually been a trap. Terrific, actually. Because I... Did he actually go in a cave? What we're actually doing? He blast, actually. 2 ago, actually.
Where there's actually something to see, then they actually die.
This is actually 3D, so it would actually connect to this, and that will actually power it. Oh, actually, I actually placed it correct from below. Actually, no, it doesn't actually know it can make. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know if it actually connected. Did actually remember. So actually, it's so bad actually. I realized again we're gonna actually see what, so we can actually go on the wall. It's actually really cool how I'm actually powering all of them. They're actually super. Actually, let's put this all in. Mining actually work. It's actually going to be very simple. Actually, so yeah, you actually place these quickly. Actually, it's not actually slow. Actually, it's actually convenient, but it'll actually work. It is actually, I think, but to actually select this to actually represent, it doesn't actually have. Is actually it actually keeps the resolution. I don't know if we'll actually get to building it. We never actually put it to use. Weird, actually, like actually placing the block. It actually looks really good. So I actually have. Actually, I'm so. Actually, I've never was actually working now. Actually, remember, actually, maybe not. We can actually fly around. He can actually follow us. Coral actually glows. That's actually quite a ways. Oh, actually, they'll actually ignite. Maddie actually loves me, though. I never actually tried that. Oh, that's actually good. We can't actually use this yet. Actually, we might. So it actually shows it. It's gonna actually charge water, actually. Actually, I can't. That actually dropped. I think it is actually. It's actually not looking very good. This is actually the slime ball. Is there actually anything down? There is actually one. To actually get there, well, actually before, and she actually destroys. So it has actually. It was actually one of my. And it's actually just very good, actually. is actually, you can actually do it really, we can actually refine it, and it does actually absorb it, so it actually works. So it can actually bounce in the water. It actually works until you actually shut off the mirror. Actually, it doesn't actually, but it's not actually teleporting me. It doesn't actually save, it actually works. Two of them actually, to actually activate it. Actually, we could probably, we can actually set up, that is actually pretty important. They're actually not, I can actually probably keep the arm. Pretty good, actually. I think that's actually necessary. I'm sure that's actually true. Skull, actually. Do that, actually. And it was actually pretty... Oh, it actually does it pretty slow. I think, actually. It actually will, right? Here, there's actually... Time I actually have a... There is actually something in this forest. We can actually go inside. I actually need some boots, but I actually didn't know how to... There's actually a way to make this... We can actually teleport blocks. Actually, we only need one. I actually have a probably actually a witch might actually be here. Does it actually make it fast spawn? Actually, probably right. Or it'll actually start. It's actually pretty convenient. That's actually quite a bit of work. Actually, let's put. We might actually want to put them a little. It's actually. Actually, this is actually in. It's actually fine, which is might not actually be a good thing. It's actually almost done. You can actually see the. I think we actually need that. Start it up. It actually applies the resource. It's actually pretty difficult. That guy actually has a bow. This. So there's actually quite a few different. We actually the damage actually. Bows are actually really cheap. Painting actually. You actually get quite a bit of. Oh, actually, let's see. We should actually be faster. And those actually are. Oh, actually, shops actually. There was actually no hut there. Well, you actually sent me screenshot. This actually is. Oh, it's actually it's actually quite a bit of water. Spawn actually, like there's a lot of. We can actually. Too bad actually. I don't actually see. It actually turned out to. We're actually very now to actually finish a wireless. That's actually what I want, and it actually produces quite. Oh, actually, there's. We never actually hooked up the quick. This actually is with haste, and never actually finished it. Never actually got finished.
As if he's actually concentrating.
This thing actually looks pretty. Are these actually? Actually, that's actually probably pretty. It's actually pretty good here. Here is actually really good. I wonder if it actually does damage. Yeah, we actually have a lot of health rate. I've never actually played TF down to damage actually. That's actually pretty all. This is actually getting right way actually. O is actually really strong on it all actually. Very good actually in this texture. We can actually visualize. This is actually kind of. Might actually have some enemy. We actually just do. I actually label might be actually what we use, but it's actually discontinued. Doesn't work actually. It's been actually over a. All right, actually we should probably do to actually craft. Actually let's just do it. Now I'm actually pumping out some. It's actually quite a ways to this. You actually have to power the water. Actually, I'm kind of curious. I think that actually. It actually flows further. You actually ride the water. Actually be good actually. Stuff to actually begin building further actually. We can actually comments actually that it's not true actually. She actually studies lab pretty good actually. You know, actually anything right now.
It's actually big
building. You do actually to actually craft perfect actually. Thumbcraft actually if we want actually doing to actually figure it out and then we'll actually use it. If I actually put the or they actually or does it actually destroy? It does actually destroy things. So okay, so it actually goes profit actually. It actually lands. It helped actually like where we actually fire this that I actually have built. It can actually get the purple now. Is it actually way it's actually gonna build? It actually shows you the build. Actually, you know these actually we need. Oh, actually, he's back actually, so that they can. Here, actually, let's just grab these. Which I actually want to ask you.
Actually, I think
Copper actually. Somebody actually played a modern. Oh, it's actually gonna be tough. That actually spawns them too. It's actually pretty. We're gonna have a talk.
Eventually. Betterment. Actually, we're kind of builds actually.
Pretty valuable actually. Can you actually hurt me with those? Oh, Night Owl actually helps a little bit. We can't actually use it though.
Actually dead.
Might actually be in decent shape. Ended actually like our.
Normally
he is actually getting me now.
Was actually I was really close.
He was actually armor actually. Or did actually test. Did he actually drop something? Those are actually perfect right there. Boots are actually kind of good. That's actually good. Oh, that's actually cheaper than I.
This is actually harder this way.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't. Oh, I'm actually faster with this.
But it probably actually went a bit long.
I actually stopped and waited. Which gold I actually got. That's actually pretty good looking too. Actually, let's. Actually, I'm gonna appear. Actually, having else is actually on the north. So, actually, let's never actually. That is actually correct.
We could actually, we could.
These are actually. It's actually really nice. Pretty weak actually. Guns are actually really bad here, you guys.
Which is actually,
pretty fun actually.
We have to make like a.
So it actually has damage.
It didn't actually kill you. That would have been.
That's actually a pretty good item. Decent actually.
Oh, we actually got him.
That's actually a welcome.
See if I'm actually hitting it.
I'm actually doing pretty bad. You know, when you actually finish.
Oh, you actually did what I asked.
Pretty close, actually.
Up. Actually, we are bombs. Actually, I have some.
That's actually probably because it actually makes. Oh, you can actually use it.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. You can actually.
Me actually doing that. So I actually got quite a bit actually.
You can notice there's something actually.
I'm actually thinking there is actually a good drop.
I have to actually pay attention.
Does it actually fight?
This is actually not enough
spots. Actually, you actually need the grass bull. Wow.
Actually, we're actually out of time.
That's good.
Actually,
I actually got. You could actually say.
To him actually.
It's actually physically low. Things are actually going pretty great. This is actually a good way of. This way I can actually get the coal out of these. And I would actually be really amazed. We will actually get stone brick. I should actually hear it clicking. Actually, wait. Now I'm actually getting this. It does actually work. It'll actually be practical. I can actually use it.
In there to actually like.
This thing actually goes through. Might actually have a challenge here. You can actually steal. I'm actually trapped. This is actually my favorite house. Firm's actually supposed to look like. We actually got some results. Didn't actually do. There's actually 14. I've actually attempted this before we actually get to. And that actually turned out. There was actually a. To actually get power to. We're actually gonna control. And, to actually get the carts on. To actually turn the. To actually get it moving. So to actually get over these. We don't actually need 4 of them. Maybe we actually have to make it. Have to actually work out the lot. Pretty good actually. My frame rate. They're actually pretty similar. Now it actually tells you the axe. Actually looks bad, not actually harvesting, right? The axe actually compare. Axe is actually better than this number actually means. Oh, I actually today is actually those core. I think I actually have to man. I was not actually expecting it to good actually, I guess. That was actually a lot more fun. So we can actually plant some and you could actually make a row. Bad actually. I like that actually. Wow, it actually gave me I can actually one shot I actually created.
You actually have
what it actually looks like.
I actually color is actually the color. White is actually green. Actually, I did
damage. Actually, that's actually.
I think we're actually.
Nah, I actually don't remember that. Actually, the head actually doesn't have a hit.
Actually,
yeah. Actually, it works better at night. I can actually.
It's actually ham.
Above actually.
Oh,
it's like actually I don't think I'll get the edge.
Oh, actually no. We need to go.
This is actually a little.
It's actually.
Is it actually corruption for you?
So we actually kind of.
Oh. Actually, that actually takes a bit. It didn't actually, instead of actually getting launched, you don't actually have to. Sure, is actually not a good thing. It actually, I felt like we slipped pretty good actually. I'm actually pressing the button. I have to actually break it. You can't actually acquire. I don't think it actually damages it. I didn't actually hook up the 3 blocks actually. Oh, actually, I actually didn't like. We can actually get the glide to actually perform the brew. They actually do a bit actually. So it's actually a pretty fitting. You can actually get to the top. You can actually get to the. Those are actually fast. We might actually go out of quick actually. Very long actually. Too bad actually. It's actually surprise. Oh, it actually converted the order to actually get the and it actually went. If it's actually getting stuck on, you can actually row it then. Cool actually. Right, it'll actually push you forward. Broken actually. That's good. Title actually. Now that I think of it, hey, we're actually gonna 10 here actually. 8, we can actually get witches. I think it'll actually happen. Oh, actually, this here, actually. Wire. Actually, no, we. And then to actually get the arrow of what actually goes into. I never actually looked into the game or 2, actually. They're not actually falling down before, actually. What did that actually do, though? Really nice, actually. Is they actually have a color. You don't actually have to mine it. It might actually still be immune. And it's actually the reason I up. Is it? Actually, this is kind of nasty if you actually put it into it. Actually, you can actually put things on options, actually. If it's actually worth it actually oh, and he actually dropped a piece to actually make the bricks. One of them actually dropped a piece. The pigs actually like me. It's gonna be actually ones that actually benefit. Actually, let's put this guy is actually despawned. The deer actually did drop some food. If I can actually cook it though. Actually, a lot of things now. Actually, I just did this. You actually need a block on. We can actually see the rest of it. Can't actually do it. There's actually calculators on the. Actually, nods. We actually need a ton of it. That actually has a U. Oh, that's actually pretty far away. Okay. I think I actually saw. We actually have. We're gonna actually get to the building. Too big. Actually, if we nom on 4. Actually, how many seeds? So I actually set up this one. Actually has a weight. It actually. I think there's actually a fireplace. You can actually interact with. You can actually see like the charcoal actually. So it wasn't like actually make some building. Actually, it was actually a lot easier than I. Problem was actually suggested doesn't actually end the game. It's actually pretty loud, isn't it? Oh, I actually funny. I actually thought, and this actually works. I was to actually pick up this. They're actually pretty fast. He can actually pick stuff up underneath. Actually, I don't actually want, like, there is actually a recipe Forge actually needs it for. It doesn't actually work. So we should actually make some, sure if we actually can. Right? It's actually very similar and that will actually kill me. I'm actually running low. It's actually, I wasn't actually expecting it. This might actually be it. Oh, if it actually snows. Actually, it's stayed. Actually, this is there. I actually don't have any jump. He actually made it across. This might actually work. Might not work actually. And actually, now that I actually enjoy it, Epkins, actually, let's go. Because they don't actually like golden. He doesn't actually jump into the. He'll actually jump. I actually. Oh, I actually hit my head steeply. Actually, is to actually use right. Actually, you actually have to cast it. He actually broke the rope. Challenging actually. Okay. Actually, I think I can actually work it. I can actually better actually. Pretty good actually. We got challenging actually. To actually use this, so it actually needs to be big guys actually, but this guys actually turns out it actually kills the little see. There's actually like 3, so it actually pulls you to this. Actually, I brought some armor. It's actually 20 blow nicely actually. Like it's gonna work actually. You have to actually place them. Too bad actually. Well, actually, no, that the wood actually is quick actually. Should actually I think we actually need 2, but we actually have to make a quiet. Actually, where is my food? Had that happen actually, and I've had I actually had a crash. I actually got away. Oh, actually no, I think that might be stairs actually because it makes so actually so actually I'm not sure. So you actually have to store here actually too. Let's change. It's actually just read. That's actually sugarcane. The mods actually do require a trip. Actually, it took a lot to see it actually.
Okay. I actually had to get
hold E. Actually, I don't know that you actually saw, but
so actually, I don't even remember.
You can actually throw the torch. It's quick actually, steep actually. But if it actually works, because it's actually pretty good, we can actually light it. Actually, there is actually a TNT. Is this actually destroying? Oh, it actually destroyed the. Now it's actually going to be one of the. Those are actually better than diamond. We actually have all that. Wow, it actually destroys the. Oh, actually, the time we actually have sulfur. Memory actually works sometimes. Stuff's actually really easy to collect. Do we actually... That's actually pretty cool. I wasn't actually able to find the hem order, actually. We'll actually set the fish trees to actually grow. The axe, actually. Feel like actually collecting a block. You can actually enchant. There is actually do lock. You can actually lock. There's no actually official way, but we don't actually have space. We actually requesting one that actually delivers. Let's actually give this a try. I think that's actually 30 for them to actually fit through. I think it'll actually allow a mob. They're actually not able to get it. You can actually fit through the door. Oh, it was actually lit there. I could have just. We've actually. Crops actually grow underground below actually. It's not actually like died actually. Able to actually plant something. I think we can actually plant it here. I don't know if they're actually going to grow. It's actually going to take a little while. Pretty cool actually. In with actually. What can you actually put in here? Dude, we're actually here to actually get any crop. Okay, actually it kind of goes with the colors actually work together. We might actually be able to get. I think he's actually taller than you. Wait, actually let's go back up. That actually let's. Did it actually lose it? Probably actually going to enter either. It's not actually connected with another. You can't actually breed them. Because of us actually doing. But we actually did a lot of stuff. Whatever it actually is, I'm not actually trying to follow us. We actually use what I'm actually doing. That actually fizz is what actually puts actually see it. So we actually collect it too. You can actually see it getting. You know, actually what we should figure out for when you actually see it. I think it actually disappeared. Look too bad actually. I think I actually have to like you guys. Actually, this is actually the bottom. Cool actually. Too bad. Actually, we actually did get men be decent actually. Oh, it actually all disappears. It's not actually melting it, right? Change is actually not that. You can actually trigger, and actually it's working. But can't actually flip this. Nice, actually. It was actually pretty expensive. So to actually get the water, no, actually no, that's not too far actually. This might not. Actually, I don't think there's red. Actually, I probably good idea. Actually, I kind of wanted it pretty nice actually. The wiring actually, and a bit tricky actually. I did actually leave a lot of Wilson. Actually, I asked you guys. It's actually kind of tricky to go do. Actually, there's a few things. Room will actually start here. Although, actually, if we make one of... Oh, actually, no. This guy's actually going to start eating. Actually, I did pretty good. Actually,
I actually have no idea. The part actually, there's no skies.
Actually, it doesn't actually do anything. People have actually tested this. Is it actually reducing the lag? And I'm actually going to read the idea actually coming out. The cart actually lands there. It doesn't actually rotate it like so. It actually shows the name tag. I think I actually have to get out of the impressive, actually. I guess I don't spend... Well, actually... Found. Yeah. Actually, great. Actually,
small. Actually,
that actually has this slime. Isn't actually broken. I think I actually have to go. You actually have to go to the. I've done this. Actually, let's look at achievement. Yeah, there's actually quite a few there. Actually, it's this actually. We're happy with it actually. Oh, actually, you gotta actually think a little bit. There actually, how much there actually is in this build.
And we actually have to have a. Actually, there is actually a way it got actually converted over.
It's not actually making
it today.
Actually, Doc. Right
Yeah.
now, actually.
So.
I actually have the game actually.
Yeah.
And actually, let's go back. It doesn't actually break the wood. Generally, I actually don't want probably actually do fuel. Actually, oh, actually, it's actually really simple.
You know what?
GG.
Actually, I
do actually. It's made it actually. Make this actually a really long. Try actually break it though. The railgun actually. Does it? So these actually require might actually be these guys actually. Ammo actually gets a bunch. We might actually finish this. That's what actually teleports stuff actually.
Yeah.
Barrels actually to make dirt.
That's actually not too bad of a.
One of those actually.
But actually, it's meant to be.
It actually feels like a short. It did actually do a full loop. Already now actually. I think it's lower need.
Actually, if you
Was
it's
it
true,
it?
actually.
I had no.
Actually.
So left.
They don't actually burn. But I actually made it so that we actually need to go down one. We can actually actually run this actually. Just make sure it's breaking actually. If you actually dig slush pad actually. You probably actually go to their channel. What was I actually looking at?
Etho's actually done it before.
So this actually works pretty good. You can actually make an actually efficient. This would actually be a pretty good. Lens are actually pretty small. Not bad actually. Maybe these rings actually reaching. Make sure it actually works. It's actually gonna drain. Oh, open up actually. Recently actually. If we entered to actually get them, I don't actually like recording Enderman actually dying or going. We could actually get up to
Lots actually. We actually got like one of the best guys. Actually, here, follow me over.
quite a bit actually.
Here.
No, I'm actually good right now.
Wait, no, actually, I have tried actually. Didn't work.
Seeds actually. Able to actually grow it. Nobody actually says A on me actually.
We got lots of wood.
If I can actually name the channel.
I just pressed escape. Skeleton, you actually scared the.
You know, I actually designed my.
Well, actually, I could mail.
Good one actually. Did you actually say that? I missed. Is it actually shearing the leaves?
No, actually.
No.
Actually, yeah, I'm good actually.
I like this. I don't know if I'm actually breaking.
Oh.
Actually,
I don't actually need those, but
ooh, that's actually nice. I'll go.
pretty tough actually.
Oh, really? Clear, actually. We could actually try.
I think we actually have obsidian.
I'm gonna actually make a. Oh, good actually with the.
Actually, it is pretty. That actually hurt.
Sorry.
Fun actually. I don't know if it's actually like making the.
Right, actually.
You could actually use gold tool. Layer is actually pretty big. It's actually 60. When we actually put a floor, we're gonna actually get to. But there's actually a village. It's actually a pretty cool village. This is actually a little bit far distance actually. Pretty good actually. So the hoppers down there are actually pretty rough. This one actually connects to the L. Items actually being picked up. Wood actually. Oh, some actually got delivered this time. If you actually had to move, if you actually move.
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay.
Grass actually give you the grass is
It's not like actually doing anything.
this time actually.
Oh, now it turned me. That actually looks good. That was a good chat one actually. Do now actually the.
We have
the
leather
pool.
actually.
Oh, do we? Okay.
So I can actually like put something that we're not actually.
Stand up?
Or two actually.
Actually, facts actually.
Oh my.
Of these actually.
Troll actually. All here actually.
Is it's actually burning it? Like
there's actually quite a bit of stuff. I need to actually are actually moving stuff. We actually pick up that, so you actually have to click. That is actually the tree farm, and to actually replant with that actually. Now that I see the surface actually. Now that I've actually done some blocks are actually pretty pricey too. This way, actually, I don't know if I fit about this actually. Some of the block actually to time this. On this actually, like I got to figure out. I've actually recorded. Not to actually look at that yet. And actually, these I actually did debate sense actually. This is what actually stores the thing.
okay.
So I can actually make some.
I can't remember actually.
Over here. Actually, I think there's one.
Did you actually get it done?
Do you like actually go to McDonald's?
I don't actually ever get chicken.
It's not actually healthy. Contains this thing's actually pretty good. It's 5. Oh, he's on new crops actually. So I'm not. Channels actually take coolants. Player actually moves. I can actually craft it. Might actually work. I have to actually manually. And it was actually possible to create. Like it actually changes. These actually spawn wood. And I actually don't have any. That actually used a lot. We're gonna actually move the grab them actually, or is it actually start fighting? Stuff's actually a little tricky to. Actually, so it's actually working pretty good. So it actually activate them really good. Actually, I'm really cool. Actually, I like that they are actually in the. This was actually suggested. Good question. Actually, that I've actually used them and it's actually very abundant. So actually, this is actually totally lit up. It actually makes. You can actually change. There's actually no proper affected actually. There's actually a few of them. Hard mode actually is probably. Oh, he actually hit me with a. This is actually a really old trick. You can actually make a really simple. It actually kind of just Oh, actually, whoop. And actually, I have a question.
Actually, can I have? And he's actually.
I'm actually sick.
I know. Lots of actually.
Yeah, I actually switched that right, so I actually have to step on.
Right here. We're actually in the system.
Over there, actually. I don't know what they get.
I actually haven't lost
a while. Actually, the first
Does it?
time.
We do actually lose hunger.
I'm actually 2 health. Actually, it is.
The thing is actually making it right now.
Is actually planting it.
It was so easy, actually. I think we did.
Redstone. Actually, you could probably count it.
I actually left my.
I've actually been afraid to. I guess. Actually, let's get rid of this. Actually, the thing is actually. No. Actually, let me go. Actually, let's go check. It's actually a really neat, really good. Actually, I'm happy, but they actually changed it. Actually, just you can actually combine more. This is actually a really good operative frames, actually. So, and it's actually fairly simple. This is actually pretty important. It's actually really simple. Sounds actually pretty loud. Pretty good, actually. I can't actually get them. I like it actually. I think I'm gonna keep in vanilla. Actually, I'm actually really excited. It was not actually connected.
I will actually
write it down. It's actually been mining. I think it's actually.
Second, it actually digs a hole.
Didn't actually mine the.
This is actually a great way to. Oh, actually, Actually, I'm not. Really, it's actually a lot more.
Over here, actually.
Here is actually to use the butterfly. I think you actually have to break stuff. Actually, sap spread actually, and actually there. It actually makes it the color actually. Those guys actually teleported. Don't actually move them. Turned out actually. So here's a disappointment actually. But can't actually ride them like I can. It actually does do damage, which actually might be pretty. Orange is actually water. I guess is actually kind of a trick device actually. Oh, actually, which is actually a little bit more. Before I actually get to play with that actually, sharpness 1 actually. There was actually a lot riding. We're actually gonna go out way. Oh, actually maybe. Oh, actually bad actually. They actually are spawning. That actually looks pretty good. Things are actually pretty hard to get. They're actually really fast. There's actually gonna be something like actually. Well, I'm actually getting hurt quite bad. Okay, thankfully, yes, I am actually going to. Yeah, actually, there's actually a cough. I think we actually just got that. Oh, actually, I never looked. Doesn't actually tell you how to. No, it's actually not bad. This guy was actually kind of a jerk. We have actually additions. We are actually getting close to a good thing actually. Actually, so it actually shows you. Oh, actually, that actually works. So we got our. You can actually see that. That's what you actually use for the brewing. It's cheap, actually. So I think here you actually carry it. Oh, I actually should have put that in. It might actually be pretty good. Maker, actually. We're actually in the man cave. Is actually pretty. That is actually pretty. Which is actually it's actually really simple as well. Being out actually, I love.
You were actually talking about.
We need lots of nether star. That would actually probably be a good idea. Nether, actually. Let's do it. Be simple, actually.
Yeah. See if I actually get some soul.
How to actually make the tool.
You can actually have to sit here.
Oh, I actually spelled math. I have to actually transfer all my.
Oh, it actually placed it all. Cool, actually. Yeah, he actually like. Oh, it actually went dry there for a little today, actually. Probably actually use leaves until you actually place stuff in the world. One is actually pink. So you're actually just trying to. Oh, actually, I did it. Actually, what do we actually want to include? This actually looks different. Oh wait, actually, I think. Or actually, let's see if we can.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Fortune actually work with hammers?
Actually, core.
Actually, no,
with 5 actually.
So you can actually make XP. Stone's actually a real problem for.
It's fine.
You actually did.
It's fine.
Oh, actually, letters actually. Where it actually hits, if it actually went here, is the actually additions. A little actually. Oh, I'm surprised. It's gonna actually produce the plant actually looks like here. Now you actually have to fill. You gotta actually place this. It's gonna be actually kind of a trick affected actually. I don't actually. That actually got pretty. Did you actually break it? We should actually light up this.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
It's 2 actually, so you can probably. Yeah, I had actually 5 wheat, and I'm.
Oh, actually, there's quite a few.
Genius, actually.
Yeah,
I was just got actually. I just realized.
There's actually very little. He is actually.
Okay, they're all chest actually still. You didn't actually. So.
Actually, cows always produce milk, right?
That you can actually get mushrooms too, and actually labeled out. Actually, that or 2 actually. Here, I'll pick this. It's actually pretty cool. So I can block actually. Have to actually walk off. I'm gonna actually do it. Ready? Bear actually. Quartz actually, just in case. It actually. It's just don't
see actually. You can't actually force your way. Oh, it actually forced me out. Should actually have it. This is actually one. Does this actually go to the? This is actually a really nice. Be cool. Actually, let's go into the sit actually. It is actually. I think it's covered. And actually get it. I might actually. Let's actually get to the cross. We're going to actually use 5. We're not actually using ore in there without actually falling down. It is actually pretty challenging if this actually works. Bobber actually settles. We can't actually keep fishing actually. There actually.
But I actually stopped at the.
It's actually an important thing.
Blocks actually. Hold on.
Oh, actually,
I mean, I can actually contribute.
This is actually penguin, actually. It actually pairs very nice. Huge, actually, by now. Three of you actually seem to want that actually does some sort of we're actually looking at. Let's actually start. That actually worked not so.
From actually additions? Yeah, let's actually get this player in.
It's two, actually. It's like
once. Actually, you can go ahead and go through first.
no. Actually, I do want to.
This can actually be somewhat useful. I think both
I actually have a.
I see. I see.
When I come. Yes. Actually, are out. Actually. Oh, actually, you know what you.
He didn't actually break it. Going up, actually.
Okay.
Is it?
I'm actually not. I'm actually not eating a lot of.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. Like it actually is. Doesn't actually kill them.
Yeah, actually, if you're desperate.
Food, actually. Over, we can actually be prepared for winter.
Actually, we haven't actually.
Just left, actually.
Actually,
I don't actually know a lot of
I
them.
can't actually do anything with.
Oh, actually, did actually destroy.
On the way, actually. From.
That's actually.
Yeah, that's true.
That's actually something we are.
Great, we're actually doing really well
right now, actually.
Warshed, actually.
Ask maybe actually.
I don't think they actually got broken.
It's actually pretty simple. I haven't actually ever built, so you're actually thinking they're gonna be
tent actually.
More of that
actually no storage.
Oh, actually, I might be able to.
Bad actually.
Keep my food.
Oh, actually, that'll. Yeah, I actually have to.
What's our straw situation?
So let's actually go ahead and try. I think you actually have to put them up amount of time. Actually, we do actually need to make it. It's actually faster to run. Well, actually, long run actually. To do actually. Oh no! Oh, that's actually really cheap. Yo, actually. No, it's actually. You actually can. Pretty good actually. One of them actually is a zombie. All of them actually. Wait a second. Let's actually pick this up. Handy actually. Well, there's actually a lot of space. Really cool actually. Do we actually get from up here actually? So let's see. Well, actually no, we don't. Guys, there's actually a quest. I've never actually done one too actually. That's actually really nice looking. Do we actually need? Mercury actually is. We gotta actually go to the planet. System actually is. There's actually several. Looks like it's actually there, but it's. But you can actually charge things. Hopefully. Actually, let's not. No one actually makes the jetpack to actually get to the ender eye actually. When she actually drops from this actually, I know draconium. I should actually show you guys this up actually. Do you? I was actually saving those. Doesn't actually go in there. Nor that actually goes in there. How much do we actually get from this? So let's actually. Oh, let's actually get that planted. Maybe we actually make a. Okay, let's actually try. About actually. So thank you for. Does actually work on. You can actually do it in the card bags actually. It's gonna have to actually spawn in so we can actually see inside. Where are we actually gonna put our? I should actually build this with out of there actually. Just Q1 actually. Because we're gonna actually put the auto. Actually, let's. Can actually fight back. They can actually fight in this path.
Not much actually.
No.
The traps actually hit her.
Yeah, let's go.
I've never actually fought Crump.
Yes, actually, I'm gonna do that.
Plastic actually used to change, and it's actually putting the air. Okay, actually, I don't think we actually need to do this actually. A bunch of them actually. Then let's actually add that to is actually make this here actually. Yeah, we actually made this stuff. We're actually using it. Let's actually combine some.
That was actually one of the strategies she brought up, actually.
Really?
90, actually, if I was to guess.
That's actually who there is, actually.
Meaty. I don't know if that was actually his name.
We can actually get rid of him. Close we actually were. Pretty simple, actually. Easy to do, actually. Walls can actually be seen, like 50 tall, actually. Not bad, actually. The part we actually have to, I should actually be using for so we can actually see. Actually, 3. Or actually, it probably is I could actually do on it. Game I'm actually good at. It actually takes steel case. Recipes actually require the stuff. Actually didn't. We can actually auto-complete. Things I can actually auto-complete. Similar looking, actually. Okay. You know what? I actually looked up how. Like I actually checked all that. You can actually hold right-click this out. Actually. Okay, so we should actually try this stuff. Let's actually just grab this. So we can actually do that. Not too bad, actually. Or actually, let's do this for a little bit. Actually. Good. Hey, does this actually work? But it'll actually be okay. Let's try to actually add. It's actually a lot of raid. Actually, I noticed lag this actually causes. I'm sure they actually work too. That actually looks pretty cool. I don't think I actually thought about it. You will actually begin feeling here. Actually, so let's actually make when we actually make that one. Let's actually try to do it. So that's actually really easy. Actually, this is what actually grows. This will actually take inside. Actually, I think I actually figured out it. Is that actually a different thing? Actually, I think we actually need a barrel. Okay, maybe we'll actually get it done though. I think that actually unlocked anything, and that actually did it simple actually. But we're actually going to. Yeah, that's actually really nice. That actually wasted a lot. We're gonna actually put the light grade actually, so we might actually be able to get something that's actually that steep. Quite a bit actually. Check that actually. So this is. Oh, but I actually have a chicken cramming actually kills you. And actually, it looks like we actually okay, that actually does work. Oh, actually, I was just. And actually, if we tell it to actually make these, oh, we actually probably have a lot. Okay, actually, the numbers go. It actually pulls the items. I don't think it actually affects it, but that's too much. Have to keep it slow, actually. Do that, actually. Things that actually get bud power until I'm actually using this is going to actually get selected. If it actually didn't actually make this, so we can actually see it working going on, actually. This has actually been set up for, I got to actually build it. And that's actually, this actually turns on then. Or is it actually crazy? This is where I actually wanted to, this can actually probably be like, well, actually, no. Do today, actually, we can actually. Pretty tough, actually. Or quite a bit, actually. We can't actually put stuff in right, actually. And that's actually pretty handy. It's actually cheaper for, oh, it actually does it. Okay, so it actually did it. It's not actually our main ports, actually. One for in, one correct, actually. Something we actually need to see. Yeah, this is actually a pretty big done. This guy's actually probably easier. Enter here, actually. We're gonna
not actually ended. Still more. Okay.
Actually,
wait. Actually, yeah. This could actually. I'll take a color. I can actually use.
we don't actually. I got.
Oh, actually,
it's the same actually. Food now actually. They had quite a bit of.
It's a great idea actually. I can't actually swing it though. I don't know. Actually.
Oh, crap.
Here actually.
Okay. I haven't actually, but I.
Yeah, that's actually.
We haven't actually gone to.
So it's actually when you're actually chasing.
We actually have a backup better thing actually.
Place actually. You do actually because you have full back. I think they're actually the same as.
That's actually a thing.
There yet actually. Just
yeah, we're actually gonna make it.
What we actually need here might not actually be. They're actually really handy. This out actually. What? I don't think I actually hooked this up that we've actually done. I mean, an idea actually. You guys told fuel actually, so that's it does actually connect. Oh, actually, look at that. It's actually pretty useful. I've never actually had to use that. We can actually create the ore. Actually, let's actually make sure. It's actually a lot of things you gotta get to actually set up the E. We're near actually making anything now. Actually. This thing actually does what its recipes actually are. We can actually do this kind of. Actually, that quick actually. Or was actually faster because it is as well. Actually, that looked a lot. That actually made quite a big difference. Pretty good actually. Look how fast. Actually, so that isn't actually stuff we're actually getting. So this is pretty cool actually. So if there's actually 8 slots here, there's actually a speed game is game is actually played, so we can actually see them count shown. Actually showed it working. Water actually. I might need to. Let's actually try that out.
I'm actually at the.
That's actually good because I wanted my.
We can actually buy quite.
Ah, she got me.
Kingdom actually. So I think I'm actually going to let myself
die here actually, and then I'll Etho actually, not in the air actually. Beds are actually bouncing now. It's actually pretty easy to see it. Golem will actually hit the creep. Oh, he's actually gonna hit the. It actually does nothing, I think. Creeper, actually. So I'm going to try to put it... Oh, wait, actually, we got to get this. It's not actually a big deal if he go in here, actually. So, okay, so that's actually not a problem. I guess let's actually try it without... It might actually matter. People actually throw this. Subs can actually control minecart. Brought up, actually. Once we actually light up the cave... yeah, actually. That would be nice.
That you can actually pick stuff up. I just want to actually go check out the fire, actually.
Oh, it actually shows you where... you actually called yourself human.
I don't think I actually...
I think I actually have 2 of them.
And I'm going to actually run away.
You can actually kill them.
I'm actually ready to level. I'm actually going to put some more when, actually. What you can... Actually, there's nothing.
This was actually...
Oh, I actually have... Make it, actually. I should be...
What we're actually after. This is what we actually need. Brad, how long it actually takes. Test that, actually. Let's make this... We're actually missing a arm there, actually. Okay.
Actually, yes!
Hold it out. I actually knocked it out. That was actually really easy. I
forgot to actually create a character. Are you guys actually going over there?
Actually.
Okay, close, actually. I wasn't watching it. Are we actually going to go back?
There is actually 2 different types. And actually, let's see that'll actually produce. We do actually need the reactive fuel, actually. Going, actually. Buys it, actually. Doesn't actually connect using it, actually. I thought, but it's actually lasting pretty good. We actually did for us, actually. Don't know, actually, do you power this up, actually? We got to use, so it's actually kind of good. Have to actually do is set up, we can actually probably keep, if that actually makes it, doing that, actually. That's actually quite a bit. I'm not actually creating these. Pretty surprising, actually. Actually, he is actually swimming.
Actually, we need.
Oh, actually,
or either actually.
I
think it's actually so that we can actually make these rifles
really well. Actually, I'm happy with that. It doesn't actually follow me. Any pretty weird, actually, probably a little bit actually, and then we'll. How does it actually look? Does Marine actually match? When we're gonna actually have to do this. Actually, it's actually. You actually lose a lot of that. Actually, like that actually. Might have actually been worth coming here actually, but chest actually, can we do that? Could probably actually just make it quickly actually. Here actually. I'm actually stuck. So there is actually a vacuum. We're not actually wasting it. We actually had some of those on tricky actually. Let's go for us to actually do that stuff. Let's actually check what stuff actually. I think that actually worked. I think it's a we actually have to pull. Stuff is actually useless to us. We can't actually connect. So it actually really things actually pretty new actually. Too bad actually. We can actually see. I think it can actually connect to that. Oh, that actually worked. Oh my god, too actually. When it's actually working, but do actually run those. Do these actually do? Redstone actually. I was about it actually killing us. Then actually. You could actually aim it, like actually hit moving target. Yeah, actually, maybe we'll want to actually drop if we actually wanted to do. So we're not actually placing as far it actually shoots like this. Actually, let's go on. Gotta be actually on the block. Actually, episode's actually starting to get a little to actually launch a cannon. As we're actually missing something. That's what actually blew it up because Hollow Knight's actually in my list of these. Actually have EMC. We actually have to craft it out. Actually, stuff out. Actually, somebody told me things are actually really cool. Not me actually. Idea actually. I'm going to actually use this a lot of quest, actually. I don't know. This thing's actually pretty cool. Really good, actually. Which it can actually handle, though. What I actually meant there. Oh, there's actually not a lot of space back. We can actually craft stuff. You actually would. Oh, it actually detected it. This doesn't actually connect. So it's actually fairly smooth here, actually. I decided to lift here, actually. So it didn't actually pick it up. I actually made the reason, actually. These we actually finished. Need that to actually... So you actually have to make one. I'm not going to actually use that. It does either, actually. So I'm not going to power, actually. Those before, actually. Coin. I think we actually need power. Been in, actually. Let's hurry, actually, because... Cable, actually. And then actually do the... We can, actually. Which of these, actually? Oh, actually, but actually in Minecraft, actually. Colors, actually, because of the lighting a little bit, actually. I don't know, actually. I've never... It's actually probably easier. That is actually the very center. But I don't actually put the comms where we actually are. I actually do use it, guys. Stuff, actually, guys. There's actually 2 double chests stats, actually. Not too bad. This one's actually kind of interesting. Don't know. I actually uploaded a while ago, actually. Unpause actually hooked me up with stone, actually. I've been... What's it actually called? It is to actually get something on it, actually. This is actually stored. So there's actually, like, rarity. This might actually... be really good actually. That only took like 5 machine actually because it keeps there is actually a way to search, but we actually do have too bad actually. I was expecting it's actually been over here. We actually had to like grow it how it actually works. And actually let's do it actually. Thing running actually. Actually able to actually. This is actually a fully function and it was actually during Wharton actually. Like I think actually the way this works. This actually works really good. I'm good. It's actually really good. Favorites actually. Next to actually. We had a record. There's actually very few pigs, and I actually really like the build. Actually, maybe this is what actually stores the. You can't actually sort. We actually built a road, and we actually smelt something. Use it a lot actually. Items actually get stored. Items actually changed, and it was actually a comment. You would actually count as a player. You would actually get XP, and I did actually fix it. Man, items actually get picked up though. I never actually do them. Here is actually different than the other. It was right actually. Okay. I actually had no. This one's actually smart. There's actually worked pretty decent. They'll actually do what you would actually, because I actually really want to see that. I actually had no, have been actually really easy actually. It's just, here is actually the answer. It's got to actually drop it though. Import actually. I think we actually have to craft it. There's actually a, but there is actually no, we're actually really close. Out here actually, so after that, a lot actually. It's actually worse. I think that's actually a glitch. Yeah, it actually created to make actually. We can see if these actually work with it. Cost to actually make it work. What it actually wants from us. They do actually. Oh, Blast actually gets it. Rarity actually, like that's what a lot to actually work on. Now it's actually just a, so it is actually a pretty on here actually. Okay, let's actually get rid of that. It does actually work out pretty. I'm actually gonna like this actually. Or it's actually planks. Damage actually, but and it's actually really hard to the map actually. Actually won't actually be able to finish. Actually, this is actually the bottom of. It won't work actually because it's pretty to pull off actually. Speed actually because the game is stuff's actually better. We don't actually want to do this. It will actually take away cheap actually. Should have made it very much actually. And that's actually pretty nice to get. It's actually not too pretty good actually. There is actually like this one actually. Food's actually full. It's true. I think it actually does anything. Now this actually looks cool. They're actually, I think you actually have to charge it. Are there? Actually tick, actually. To them, actually. Change it, actually. Do we actually have to run? We don't actually need this for that before, actually. We are actually running out of damage, actually, because this is, but it actually went flying. Check those are actually. It works. It actually works, and it looks able to actually, did it actually work? Very rarely actually getting through. Let's actually get rid of all these. We actually totally stop. Simple, actually. Well, actually, let's test it out with this, actually. I've tried it out a bunch of you. Let's actually get rid of this stone. Actually, it did actually get off. So I actually added it here. Let's actually break this for now. Let's actually go up one more, and we can actually use, because if we can actually use them as, it can actually be used here. Actually, it's insane. Actually, it's not. If it is actually, we're actually not doing them. You actually have. If it's actually sending it, I've never. Oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought. Very quickly, actually, might actually be able to. Actually. It's actually pretty good. So to actually keep them all right. So that actually worked out much. We can actually do quests. So let's actually, we can actually build some more. I think I've actually ever into here first, actually. I wanted to put, this will actually burn something. We don't actually want the place to, leaves are actually going to block up. So it's actually 4 ground, actually. It's actually quite a bit better how that works, actually. This is actually the, here is actually my, I can actually make one. Oh, it's actually not that expensive. The food, actually. I actually don't. So we're actually not able to actually use this. Rivers actually go all the way through, but that actually has grass and, you know, I actually kind of like this. This actually has villages, actually. Really good, actually. Trees actually looks flat. Is this actually coffee? Cause spot, actually. This can be zombie, actually. Colors that actually go together, but actually, yeah, it actually works, guys. Well, we can actually automate this that yet, actually. Fast, actually. Work, actually, now that I think we can't actually do that. Actually, it's actually wait, it's actually going down because we actually don't have a spot on top. Actually, wait, tricky. Actually, we gotta. We'll actually start putting our Actually, we actually got about this actually because one of the quick it actually is because it should. That one actually looks real because I'm actually doing voiceover where we can actually walk into the bait. That's actually kind of an expensive fun actually. Like if it's actually a juicer or a lot actually. We had a. What does this actually do? In a while actually. I didn't actually try that. If they actually give off light. Or if you're actually out of the water, there's actually a key until I actually need to use it. Actually. But you can actually dye them. Interesting, actually. No, if they were actually looking at their food. Pretty cool, actually. Yes, as much, actually. Now that we actually have a fortune. Really good, actually. So we actually need a fluid spot, actually. I think we actually need dirt in there. Engines are actually pretty fun. Episode actually because of this actually now that I think of it, should we actually sell that will actually bring in the money. Stuff is actually really nice out there, actually really might work actually. Piping actually dark actually seen that actually. Eggs are actually relatively, you can actually use them. But if he actually swims around every log actually, it actually, we actually did an orb. It's actually useful for items actually. There's actually land in it, and does that actually? There is actually no lithium about how you actually get lithium out actually. Do you think they're actually draining now? Oh, to make actually. Oh, he actually surfed to a little power actually. I'm surprised, but it actually takes. So I couldn't. You're doing actually. Don't if you actually. I didn't actually read it, but reading actually. But it's how you actually get your resource. Is that actually boosting? There we actually gained. Our game actually because it's actually a really cool mini game. So there's actually a pretty decent before we actually finishes actually I believe you can actually play some side item actually requires good actually. We don't actually care about just these actually even though they did say actually I don't know which this is actually really hard for us actually but change that actually the thing actually it uses it up doing it actually okay it actually tells us so power will actually go up. No, it actually seems to work pretty easy actually. So if we actually gotta get, I can actually get hit. Guys, we actually sold something. I don't know how to actually get those. Okay, it's actually real. Try that out actually. Really fun actually. I'm enjoying it all goes actually. I should check that out here actually. Cool actually. I think we're actually gonna live and do this actually. I don't think it actually was. I've actually died. They don't actually hurt you. It's actually. It'll actually. Damn. I don't know if I actually like them. It's actually really the setup actually has is actually changed. I don't know if I can actually fight the bubbles. Might actually be able to do. I didn't actually like the night
minerals actually are now where you can actually log at the end. I can't actually access it. I need to actually find some use that actually. It's cool actually. I don't like it. So all of a sudden there's 4 before we actually landed on this. Let's do that actually. Really nice actually. I hope we find.
I don't know if we actually go faster up here for actually trading or
trouble. We actually have a weapon.
Well, if we actually landed like a trade. I think. Actually done today actually except for these we actually gotta we're not actually gonna do the what we actually need I actually had 6 try that out actually check that out actually we're gonna go we can actually but if we actually did it it doesn't actually tell us we don't actually need to we did actually need the crusher have to actually if they actually do anything though so we're actually probably previously factually when we actually need 120 there was actually a lot actually like even when if we actually need that I'm actually having a hard time. It doesn't actually exist. This is we're actually going to craft that long, actually. I don't think. So we're actually going to have several hours, actually. Is actually going down. Can't actually plan. There's actually any way to play. They're actually people pipe actually, and it's like anywhere actually. I thought that actually worked. That worked really cool actually. We might actually be able to, or if I actually have it legit about that actually. What to do actually? I'm actually having a lot of trouble. And it's actually very rare that it's actually very. Actually, here, let's actually grab one more. So now we actually have some inventory to be actually leaving me alone. Okay, that's actually really good. That's when you actually want your armor. Hold is actually working. I've actually been. This up actually. I don't remember. Jug actually. Pretty quickly actually. There's actually a lot of random. Can we actually break this? Yeah, over there actually. Actually, we got. Oh, there's actually mountain trolls right by. Actually, you know, and it actually looks like you're really actually low on starter actually. Things actually, because we'll probably be in. We actually need a lot. I think it's actually pretty easy. You need that actually. Metal's actually solidified. Can actually get X. That's actually. I don't know if it's actually used for anything, but you can actually look ahead in there. Oh, you might actually just punch him. The one was actually the joke. Craft is actually pretty because we actually need a black. Let's actually look. Okay, let's actually get into the right now actually. So this is actually messing. Okay, let's actually. This is actually like. There's actually quite a bit more things actually. I think it's it. I actually kind of rack actually because more than I thought actually. So we're actually not that fast. We're actually pretty. Might actually be one there. Killing him actually. Wow, that actually worked. Okay, that can't actually hit me. There's actually the game. I actually quit playing it. Supposed to actually turn. I was actually one of the thing. I actually really do actually need to tame them. Burn. Actually a lot of stuff. How to actually. You don't actually do it so far actually. Ability is actually not bad. There is actually no sandal. That's actually worth grabbing on food actually. This is perfect actually. So it's just turning left. You can actually eat seaweed more so actually. It's actually this guy fight actually. Burns are actually really. I actually don't know what he's up actually. Can we do that? Pretty good actually. These are actually really hard to see. This is actually going to be one of my first actually. Pokemon. Actually, I shouldn't have too. Actually, let's actually pick a good Pokemon. Or actually, no, let's sacrifice. That'll actually wreck this guy. This guy actually. So actually, gross. Actually, his special. So if we actually try to get it, we're gonna actually use, which is actually a decent Pokemon. I just actually want to do some fish here. I actually found a big one actually. It's actually. I did actually get a couple. This is actually the guy I wanted in stats actually. It's actually not that. He actually starts this episode actually. What it actually does. If it actually works. Let's like it's actually not a bad deal. Yeah, that's actually probably good actually. Probably good actually. Actually it might be. They get actually pretty decent. You can actually breed these guys. Changed actually. But it was actually a physical attack. He can actually some of them are actually pretty useful. Like I'll actually go out of my way to they're actually really hard to I actually really like. He's actually got a decent if you would actually want to get hit favorites actually. So I did, but it's actually a ghost leaf. We can actually grab them. So this is actually a pretty big deal. Pretty bad actually. Actually, let's this one actually. Come on, actually. So and actually there's actually I actually it was actually very wait that actually might be me at least can actually. But he's actually here. Let's see what it actually looks like. But yeah, that actually looks really cool. Stuff to actually make a beacon big.
Up like actually press space.
Yeah, well, actually, no, the flying pretty good actually.
Any loot actually in here?
So I can actually see any of them actually. One server actually. I think he's actually a special. I think he's actually a special attack. But we're actually gonna. Oh, it actually shows you F a lot actually. He's actually not that bad. Teams actually. Oh, it's actually got like actually, what's the say? Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. Spawn actually. Where we actually summon. It's where you actually summon someone. In that actually. Cool. I've actually been really enjoying. It's actually made breeding. We're gonna actually do something. I actually bumped my.
No, actually.
Advanced actually.
I think what you actually have left. You got.
Shock actually hurt a lot. Might actually be hurt though actually. Angles actually like bounce. He actually knows. App is actually really annoying. I actually had one legend easily actually.
Well, like, actually, it's kind of ridiculous.
That one's actually really tough. Of you actually getting one, man, I actually really. This is actually the worst, actually. Ability, actually. Read that long, actually. So, and he's actually used. I'm now actually putting together. Desire is actually not bad looking. I was actually planning on bringing. It's actually almost fun to do something, actually. Interesting, actually. So, that's actually a pretty strong move. We might actually be able to do that. Let's actually mark our. Actually, we don't. Actually, that's 4 actually, but if we actually want to, until we actually corn actually, not bad actually. Time has actually passed in the game. There's probably actually a big vein on what it was actually called. Quickly, actually, it's not bad. Doesn't actually work. And we're actually used it. We can actually build with these. Kinda cool, actually. Like, I think it's actually working now more than actually. Oh, here it is, actually. I don't think it actually checks what order. See if we actually need water here, actually. Did we create that? It actually messed up this. Really weird, actually. They changed the rest. Really good, actually. We need that. Oh, that actually didn't get. You know, I actually didn't. Actually. That actually didn't do much to this, but I'm actually about to win the game.
Yeah. Actually, I think I got one for
6, actually. Okay. Actually, that's actually a good one.
Yeah, I got
one of them, actually, isn't there?
There's a ball I actually threw my Pokemon.
Yen, actually. Pokemon, actually. I was actually thinking about getting one.
Magikarp actually has another bad.
Right now, actually, I think. Each other, actually. Dragon, actually. There's actually a very tiny. Oh, actually, it'd be bad, actually.
To have. Actually, I should have set one up just
type, actually.
Magic count.
It actually probably would have taken simple, actually. So we can actually stack. We're actually, like, mate here, actually. Pitch is actually getting worn down. We actually will take pleasure. Oh, actually. And we're actually finding a team there, actually. And that's at time we can actually, and you can actually see them. So we actually got some ice in the, might actually get snow here. I think we'll actually try to make some to burn, actually. Let's take it out. This is actually, like, you actually might get away. 2-2s, actually. Perfect, actually. I got one, actually. Is now, actually. Not, this guy's actually probably harder to, if we're gonna actually work on the gym. I actually got a bunch to do here, actually. I know. We're here, actually, because we get bigger, actually. Like, if we're orange, actually. Let's go orange. I think, actually, a lot of people use on here, actually. But he actually gets what it actually is, because I've never pretty good, actually. So he's actually, and I actually bought it. Tax, actually. I think we're going to get slash, actually. A lot bigger, actually, after Piglets, actually. They've been, actually, like a week or so, and I actually really like them, but I'm actually using them, and them I actually got, you're actually in the right, it's actually, doesn't actually affect the weight. Actually, no, let's do this. I actually missed, so actually I should have ease, actually. That's actually pretty cool. Expected, actually. And then it's actually pretty threatened. It actually works pretty good. Oh, I accidentally just fed it. So, actually collecting pretty good, actually, if you think about it. So we actually got pretty lucky getting all that long, actually. The machine that actually gets. I've actually been interested in money, actually. For actually catching. And actually, before we want to actually catch them. No, it's actually a decent size. And I actually need I think we actually need to build jumps off, actually. I actually have 100, actually, that we've trades, actually. So there's actually a market for
some actually like 40. I do actually.
Oh, you do? Both of us actually. So let's actually get. It's actually here though. Let's see. Actually, he might actually be a good guy. Bad actually. That's 2K. Two is actually kind of a rare one, and we're actually starting that today actually. Ones actually. Oh, and I actually have Diani. It's actually very good. I'm not actually seeing that, but he's actually one of that bad actually. Looks, this guy's actually incredible. And actually, we actually got a lot of the Megatile, actually. He is actually going to be a tournament. It's actually a really cool deal with this, actually. Protect, actually. Oh, actually,
Steel, actually.
Gary, actually. This is actually a Ricket, actually. Just actually, maybe. Is it actually Porygon 2 or do you rough? That actually did not too faster, actually, now, I think.
I was actually, yeah.
So it's actually simply, actually, the plan is farm, actually. It just harvest, actually. Arrow. And let's actually head over to tunnels, actually. Might actually be, and is actually fun, because we can tree farm, actually. So the idea is act, actually. Okay, this is actually a pretty big deal. So we're actually going to build one right idea, actually. I actually, do you actually have it? But that is actually pretty good. I think they actually are. I actually kind of, the one that actually got it, I actually have 2 of these. Mine is actually the adult. We've actually gotten, people don't actually care about it a while, actually. Oh, he actually went up the stair. I was, actually, it's not bad, actually, because we've actually been doing some Uber, actually. Bulu's actually one of the 10, it's actually not bad. He is actually going to be good. Everest, actually. Turn is actually very complicated and actually attacked him then see. And it actually did, I just didn't. He was actually faster. I think it actually works. He downstairs actually works.
Frames actually
are pretty hard, actually.
Doing a good job, actually. I think to actually collect coins.
No, they do actually hit. I don't know, actually. Or do we actually have to kill him to work, actually? Once all the village are actually, I think he actually has to. We're actually cool again. What? Quickly, actually. Like, they do actually attack me every the water, actually. At the village, actually. Didn't actually spawn under. Yeah, and it actually only took like 5. We're good, actually. So that's all fine. I didn't notice, actually. It is, actually. But there is vines actually did into pretty nice, actually. That's actually a building something I actually don't have a lot of. But I actually kind of had those. They're actually extremely rare. It's actually these two white guys. That big actually. Like this is actually one of my favorite posts. This will actually do quite a bit. That actually did a lot. You might be fast. Actually, this was two. It's actually rated for the get one. Actually got this. This is actually the slowest cut. Actually, that's really good. We type actually, so it's kind of. There's actually more. I think we have actually made some more good one actually. The dirt's actually pretty valuable. And this is actually enormous. 4 of them actually. 2 of them. I did actually get a 4th. I actually helped. I wonder what you are actually gonna. You actually stayed in. I thought it was actually a really good option. Something we actually want to use.
That they're actually in.
This is actually kind of a
learn how to actually play the game,
which is actually kind of annoying. They actually didn't show up. This is actually pretty valuable. Our house actually had. Check something actually too, because I feel string is actually pretty valuable. A lot actually. Okay. Mix and match actually. Probably 2 actually. Here actually. Oh, we actually have a lot of.
I was actually complaining.
I haven't had set. I actually know motion. Or actually.
Actually, man.
Toby has actually built us a bridge. Battle's actually happening a lot faster. This is actually faster than that. We might actually win at this point. Later, he actually had a choice scar. Actually, but it was.
You've actually done.
Of course.
Actually, well, too. Actually, mine's really loud. Actually, you put it at
first. Actually,
okay. Let me do that. Actually, I'll too. Actually, no.
There's actually spawners down here.
Reading something actually. Or the glasses actually give you any sort of.
It's actually a bat in a bucket.
Actually, I don't know if we seem to actually work.
You actually killed me with.
I'm actually looking at the timer. You die actually. Oh, you know that axe you got, Beef?
Here actually, there's like a. Is this thing effective here?
Actually,
right.
I've actually never seen.
We're actually wearing some pretty.
Are you actually in there?
Gotta actually do the maze.
Actually, we dance. Actually, all
those are actually really good. I think.
Oh wow! Right now, actually. This I actually discovered that there's will actually spawn up here, and design actually works pretty good. Like when I'm actually on the farm, darkness actually help because it seems they can actually step up. Game mechanics actually work for. Is we actually have to get some villagers. This is actually a great problem. Actually, he's actually kind of broken. Any of them actually. Village actually, because he's like trying for it to actually activate. Did they actually spawn this? Oh, actually, let's. I have actually pretty much. Quan is actually kind of my replace. You can actually ride it too. We're actually planning on doing this here actually. Actually, none of these are too, and it's actually a pretty cool. Actually, I think pretty good. Actually, we got one Apus actually. For the actually, wait, no, this guy actually gets healed.
We actually have a not much actually.
I think it's actually pretty simple. These guys actually coming from. I think it's actually like it actually fixes it. Oh, actually, leave them here actually. This could actually be in them. It actually kills them. So it actually kills things. Might. Actually now he's actually found his way. He actually leaves. Look at the thing I've actually seen video. I actually showed like one was actually a boat. I actually haven't seen
that. Actually got right to me.
We're actually kind of running low on. And actually let's make once we actually start using it, and we don't actually have any iron. There's actually thing in this actually. We can't actually fit through here. You can actually make milk. That's actually the perfect. That actually works pretty good. Remember to actually something. Actually that they're actually stacking the fix actually. So all these play it actually. Games actually where problem actually is. Sometimes it actually pulses. It's actually a problem with my lights actually turned on though.
Same thing actually.
That's actually helping me find them actually. Like he's almost dead actually.
Yeah.
It actually. I think. Actually, this is actually in the very spot. I actually didn't give it much. One down actually. Box actually. So this is actually not bad. The damage actually. There was actually some sand, so we gotta actually craft around it actually. I wonder if it broke. Very good actually. We were able to read. No, it's actually not that bad. Still.
I actually just carved up.
They're probably gonna get me again.
Oh, they actually give it then actually. This is one actually.
Fast.
They're actually not.
Slants actually does pretty good damage.
Man, they actually kind of got me cornered.
Right here actually. What's hitting?
They're actually placed. Any skulls actually, as we are actually on. Too bad actually. So they do that actually. Oh, how much we actually have to use to be actually but actually funny, it actually says it's sour. We can actually make the enchant. It will actually take a long time to get game changer actually. Like that's oh actually I did an interface actually. Oh actually I'm not really ready. I think we're gonna actually put a door on. Bad thing actually because we only got 2 actually, so sometimes I actually use like mold, which is actually perfect somewhere actually, so that we and then actually let's grab some trapdoors so we can actually get it actually gets quite often actually. So I could actually look online for a bit of use actually, so that was good. It was actually possible to sell. Maybe I actually can make it. I could have actually had a success. It's actually getting pretty long. I could actually let's just add this. So showed it actually. Those are actually really handy. Wanted actually. So or actually there might be a way. So that actually crashed. So that was actually not too hard. So we'll actually get the food. A whole lot actually. We'll actually get some food there right now. Actually, I think it's actually a thing. I pause it. Actually buy.
Oh, I actually want to grow. Be possible, actually.
We did actually remove a lot of stuff to actually get rid of them. Oh, I don't know if it is.
Oh, actually, I don't
think that book actually.
Kill them actually to.
This is it actually because good idea actually. Put the boots that actually like. What if you actually did the opposite?
Where's it actually?
It's actually a pretty good spot.
I'm actually really low on.
This thing actually looks pretty cool.
These are actually kind of tricky. Yeah, so I actually haven't played. I actually found this is actually a huge. They will actually drop. Here, let's actually. The hives actually they don't have to enter from. So we actually got a worker and walk on it actually. So they're actually smaller. You can actually like they don't actually move this.
This thing actually the water doesn't stuff actually. Actually, it's cool because I have out of it actually.
Well, ones actually want that. That's actually really good. I might actually use this. I'm not sure. Check it out. I actually went a little crazy here actually. This way actually. So it is actually pretty good. That was actually not that scenery. I actually wanted to check out. We actually have a lot of. Okay, it actually says black now. Actually, we're gonna. Actually, now there's actually a view though. Actually said to kill him. It actually looks like a bit better actually. Okay, because it's actually really small. Oh, let's actually start crafting. Let's actually make a bunch of those. I want to actually check. They actually remove villager actually. I've actually never used this. Really good actually. The treated sticks. Snag that actually to make actually. So we actually got to trade with it. There is actually like program. So we actually have to connect to this. I think you can actually run Power Raptors actually pretty decent. I actually got this in. Actually, I don't know how we're actually getting. It doesn't actually change where it actually. Because I actually didn't know about wood. It actually looks see. Actually on that actually. Now we actually have a. It actually spreads out. On, you know, it actually set a need actually. I actually like that a lot. We actually got another one. Actually, oh yeah, actually, wait a sec. When I say actually reach the motion, be cool, actually. How much we actually need, because I don't know if you can actually make cheese out of it, you can actually make out of it. Let's actually plant them. Numbers are actually correct. As we actually did have 3 tin. We didn't actually need to go on that. Actually, those are actually pretty good in here, actually. This is actually like the last with this actually. We can't make it did actually finish, so that's too strong, actually. Like, he actually got the impact, are actually really great. Insane, actually. And actually, now it's actually covered here, actually, and it was like, actually, so it actually works pretty good. It's not there. It actually gives you the fast that actually is. It's slower. Speed, though, actually. This is actually better. So if we use more of these, actually, I'm not sure. Keep up, actually. Actually, I think, yeah, actually, I think everything's in there, actually. As I'm actually really happy with this. We actually came out. I think I actually did a fist pump ones, actually. So I actually want to take a moment. Anyone actually going to use this? It's actually the hoe, which is, but not actually. So I managed to get him trapped. Too bad, actually. I thought that was bad here, actually. Like, or actually, let's do this one first. It does actually protect a lot of things, actually.
Wheat. I actually do have wheat. That actually is going to be useful. Let me actually see if I can.
Berries, actually. See if this actually works. If we're here, actually. Yeah. Pretty good, actually. With arrows, actually. You know, it's been. I'm actually a huge fan. Pretty good raid, actually. So, what are you actually building? Oh, that actually looks a little slow, actually. Because I actually really wanted it. But I actually think these are. Oh, actually, carrots. Actually, I don't think like roof is actually finished, guys. It got it actually. Side actually looks better now. Me system actually shut off right now. Oh, that's actually cheap. I think I actually like the idea over here. Actually, I think that actually sped it up. I have an issue actually because we only have it. Actually runs pretty. Oh, that's actually good. I think it's actually a good time to gating actually. So a lot of the old actually and farm actually. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna put them in actually. Books actually. That actually looks like a. I'm not gonna actually go with it. I just pretty good actually. Okay, let's actually try this out though. To do actually, they're going actually. It's actually pretty tricky too.
Did you actually get it?
It's actually finished already. Oh, and I actually got him. Nice, a lot actually. These two actually. So we were like to actually make the machine. They will actually drop these pistons. Work out actually. Pretty good actually. So we're gonna start to actually make the. I actually have quite a few of them. We actually had a important actually. Let's get. Oh, actually. Oh, actually, he actually wants me. Okay.
I want to actually get hit.
I actually found out Top has actually been doing crime, so I actually went and this out. I actually really like. But we're gonna actually middle. Actually, I'm a little there. It's actually a really tiny. Let's actually go down one a lot. Actually, let's actually. How are we gonna actually fill up our wood? I actually think it looks. And it actually kind of sticks out.
Rich, I'm actually using it. Brick, actually, sandstone.
I'm never actually paid. There is actually a deeper story about expecting actually that we would own one. Actually, faster actually. How we're actually building the base. Sure, it's actually working. So it's actually very effective. Not actually going to build the. are actually in the, like this actually, because I did, it actually has a, I think actually, yeah, two. I did actually figure out how to fix, so we actually have a very, I was actually super happy. I don't actually have a way actually work. I'm actually a little, I did actually not know what actually kills them. Arm is actually insane. Pretty close actually, and it's actually pretty nice. That's actually cool. So let's actually see this, and is we actually made it. Oh, we can actually see inside. They'll actually pick up the back actually. What are we actually doing here? Well, yeah, so I'm actually pretty excited. Island is actually kind of, there was actually a lot more. They're actually slow for that actually. So we actually managed, because I actually here actually. Hey, that's actually looking a lot, and I actually hooked up the red. Actually, that is actually in, it's actually pretty noticeable. Upper is actually a real pain. It is actually just to set up. You don't actually need to make another. I've actually looked for can actually spawn. I can actually handle it running out actually. And I'm actually pretty excited about it. So I've actually been using that would actually have any practical. Here, we actually got it. It's not actually done. We're missing overdue actually. So here is actually broken. There was actually 2 villagers here. Pretty quickly actually. And actually, I don't even look better actually. See in here actually. This farm actually? I wonder. It's actually a lot older than a bit. I actually missed the. So I've actually played. So I'm actually pretty serious. I actually have a plan. They're actually don't actually change the, and it's actually for a good reason. It's actually a few reasons. No, I am actually partnered, but I think it wasn't actually broken. But and I'm actually using this. They're actually kind of rare. High actually, so I can take this layer actually. We own items we actually want to collect. We actually have to stand. I think I'm actually a superhero. I've actually never caught one of these. I actually don't, like, I've actually been measuring people actually. It could be, what are we actually going to do with it? In mind actually. I don't know if it actually matters. The line actually lies our, it has to actually touch something, is we're actually going to flood. So I actually like this quote doing this actually. Pretty good actually. Glass actually. For me actually to see how many profits actually. I need money. The shopping actually, there's a few things I actually wanted to get. So they are actually selling item deal actually. There is actually so much hated. Actually, the build is actually pretty much there. We're actually very good beef actually. 50. I did actually do a bundle in here. I actually really like it. So we're not actually going to be working on. Oh, we actually got it finished now. You actually saw them. This is like actually impossible. So we don't actually want to change how we're actually building here. So I actually think the best a lot actually. I think it's pretty. Oh, actually another thing, we don't actually want to break the skies are actually really hard to actually for here actually. I do actually know how to make a good working actually pretty decent there. It actually activates. So it's actually 7 blocks in here actually just to make this easy. Obsidian actually looks pretty weird. It actually does 3. We actually do have quite a bit. So I actually did okay actually. That's great. Gonna be actually so pump broken actually. So that's great actually. I was really worried. What it's actually gonna use for stone actually connects. Things are actually, so we actually need 2 more iron actually. It is actually a pretty, so I actually had to move then to actually make sure it can't actually be sorted, and there actually is a way. That's actually fairly, I actually like all of this. That's actually, because I know it's actually very time, which is actually a pretty, we actually need 4. I'm gonna go actually this thing over. Ooh, actually these produce space actually, so those are actually expensive. Well, actually I don't want to waste it. Yeah, this is actually insane. This is process actually, lots of iron here. Oh, actually this is good. Oh, actually paper isn't actually here. That thing actually. These we actually need to wear stuff in actually. Let's get our into that actually, because we have actually. I actually don't know much of interest actually. It's good actually. We got a lot of goes on actually. We would get, it's cool actually. It's like a winding sure though actually. I really enjoyed it. No, actually it doesn't work. So mold actually costs 8 list actually, except maybe the, but we're actually low on gold to fix actually. I decided now actually. No way of actually dispensing. Can't actually see any text actually. Okay, that's great. We actually need to mark. Zone is actually crazy expensive though actually. Like it maps actually. These 2 over here now actually are not here. They're actually so simple to note. So it's actually affected by bugs. It actually works now. Versus actually I still, that's actually a late game fix. I actually want to work on it. I'm actually pretty excited about it. We can actually spawn withers. We actually need which is actually really tricky. Actually, instead of replacing them because they're actually not needed. Actually insane. Means we'll actually get the withers. Say, let's actually take a break from we actually sold it. And that's actually a crazy good. He's actually doubled this.
Actually, I haven't even
second actually. This is that big when we actually play the game. Now actually. And you're actually looking at it. Right, we actually have a it's actually a pretty simple. Oh, and actually we should do it. Don't actually like AFK. It actually works just. There is actually a lot of. That's actually a big problem. But what actually happens is. So what I actually found worked for is actually. So we just have it. Now we're actually gonna go with it. We gotta actually get to where we're actually teleporting. Times are actually a big fine actually. And actually with the whack today actually. So it's very place actually. And actually called the dual blade kit actually. I find it one of the a lot actually. History actually. It's gone through. There was actually a lot to this. It does actually kind of matter. Boats actually work pretty good. Get up actually. Wait a second. This was actually generated pretty good actually. We got sharpness. So let's actually just bring those over already actually. So that's actually space actually. Actually pretty much all this is really good actually. This up actually. We can do it. Yeah, it'll actually just strictly actually. I think we actually have to use our here actually to get the sea. Can't actually pick up the sea crafting actually. Is this actually? This thing's actually coming in handy. We actually need 2 of them. Oh, actually, it's going for me actually because I don't build it actually. Still, actually gives us fill where we actually get the drops from, and he actually survived the Wilson actually. This doesn't actually brew everything since actually. The spots actually in this area. Oh, actually, we can use them. Swamp actually. So let's go for us actually having to go to the tunnel actually. And we actually have like, as I actually carved out. Actually, we actually did put something, and actually still is. It's actually a lived-in world. You can actually instantly break everything is actually stored. We could actually smelt things because it's actually a 2-player portal. Actually, I never use it. Purple actually gets smelted. This is actually ocean where we're the thing actually. So one episode actually is a new version stronghold actually because that's probably what it is actually. Oh yeah, it does actually work. It's just recently actually as we mapped the hill, we actually had a flower vault actually. Figured it out actually. So we stand up. I've actually had a big project to actually build one stone actually. So I don't use 9 actually. There is actually. Oh yeah, I actually had plans and it actually works pretty good.